go into extras, I will be going. And if you have to drop out, you have to drop out.
Yeah. So hopefully we can get through at least 4.
Well, I mean, especially if we're starting right now, the games went pretty
Yeah.
quickly yesterday.
Yeah, I noticed that. So I rewatched, like I watched all of it, like while I was getting ready and driving to work today. It was a pretty sweet 8th inning. They just kept hitting doubles.
It was death by a million cuts.
Yeah. Just give me a heads up if you ever like hot mic us.
Well, you are on right now, and we
Oh,
are
we are?
live right now.
You don't have us like muted?
No.
Oh, okay.
Let's see, let's go to Twitter, because I mean, it'll take a little bit for people to get filtered in. How's everyone doing as you're popping in? We'll slowly start.
Should I get the stream open or are you gonna stream it for me?
Oh, yeah, that's good. You get 1080.
What? Oh, because you got the nitro for free, didn't
Yeah,
you?
because I boosted it.
Nice. Did you boost our server or did you just like boost yourself? How does it work?
I boosted our server, which
Okay.
is why we're all able to do it right now.
You have to have 15 boosts to get to the 2nd level?
Yeah, but now everyone can stream in whatever quality they want inside of the Discord, though.
True. That's pretty dope. I like that. Ah, okay.
Traffic. Out.
I assume you made that graphic yesterday for Bomber Serpents, right?
No, actually, that was
I assume you
all.
made that graphic.
That was all our boy Josh.
Oh, really? I know you like it. It looked like something you would have made because the fades. I knew that when you made some of your graphics in the past, it had those nice fades. Looked really nice. I want to
Yeah.
make it like a wallpaper on something.
All compliments. All right. I will be right back, and then when I come back, we are live. When I come back, we will get started.
Cool.
All right, let's go ahead and get started. Welcome everybody to day 2 of conference semifinals action. I am Firesec on the call, joined by Dean the Pulverizer, and the question today, Dean, is in the wild card round, we had 3 of our 4 series go to a game 3. Will we have the same today? If at least 3 go to a game 3, we will be on tomorrow. But if it's 2 or less, we are going to go all through the night. Well, at least I am. We'll see how long you'll be able to stick around for. But we've got some great matchups going on here today. Dean?
Oh, the question is, are we going to 6 games? I think we're gonna have 5 games today.
Just I just like full energy, and then I
You
get
were
absolutely nothing from you.
you were
Absolutely
talking
nothing.
for a while. I thought you were just gonna press the go button after that.
No, I'm pressing the
You
go button now, and then you sort of
Okay,
transition it as we go there. That's the way this
gotcha. Yeah,
works.
I think we're gonna have 5 games. I think that's a tough one. It's either gonna be this game or the second game. I think the Knights and the High Rollers are gonna finish it off.
Well, we'll get started here. It's our first elimination game. All 4 are elimination games today. This one is for the Bombers as we are underway here at the Emerald Diamond. Cassiopeia Ducato, last time she was out, she died in what was one of the highlights of the postseason so far. What can you tell me about CDC's numbers this season, Dean?
Dang it, I had the batters pulled up.
Nice dive there by O'Connell, throw to first in time. 1 gone, as I remember I need to turn off my wallpaper engine.
CDC had 16 innings pitched, gave up 8 runs throughout the season with a 4.1 ERA, a 1.44 WHIP.
Left side, that one's fair, gets down the line. Went will head to second, the throw by Benetti. He doesn't have that strong of an arm, so sliding in and safe is Apple with a double. Okay, that should be much better now. I turned off my wallpaper engine. Yeah, and then feel free to hop in whenever you see batters coming up if you want to give their stats and such.
Cool. So one thing that I noticed coming into this game is Cassiopeia has a bit more velocity than Dixon. So I'm wondering if these Serpents are still going to be able to steal when the pitches are coming in a little bit faster.
Well, they ran all around the base paths yesterday. Plenty of
I think
speed.
it was 5 for 6 yesterday.
As he gets swung out there, Zal will sit down. They had their way. And Square was joking with me last night after the game. Is it too late for me to ship Carey Reef to the Bombers? Oh, dope. There's predictions now on mobile?
Yeah, they've always been. I think once they added it, it was on the mobile app. Or can you start it from your...
Mods have been mods have now just recently been able to do predictions. They're not allowed to do predictions and also choose the prediction, which makes sense in a non this league sense. So walk issued there, 2 gone. Here is Shaolin Devar.
Devar this season, 9 for 42. Not a spectacular season for her.
Especially coming off that season 5 campaign. So another walk issued to Devar here, so the bases will be loaded for Yeti Olsen.
Olsen is definitely one of the better batters on the team this season. 22 for 56 with a 460 on base percentage.
1-2 counts. Fouled off. We'll do it again. CDC up to 30 pitches in this first inning.
One thing I was wondering, is Wrestles the long reliever?
Yes, Wrestles is the long reliever. As this is to the right side and caught by Luther, so they get out of it without allowing any runs, but CDC up to 33 pitches. We head to the bottom of the first. O'Connell, Rifleman, Benetti, and Blast Hard Cheese on the mound for the Serpents. As off of the glove of Henry, and runner is safe at first.
Let's see Hard Cheese stats. 15 and third innings pitched, 4 earned runs with a 1.83 WHIP. In the regular season, I believe he made 3 starts.
Runner takes off for a second. The throw is not in time. O'Connell didn't have the fastest run there, but the throw not able to get the runner out. And he gets swung up there. Rifleman sits down looking. And now here's Tyler Benetti, who in the wild card round was on fire in terms of RBI doubles. Runner takes off for third. The throw is not in time. O'Connell flashing the cleats here.
Yesterday it was the Serpents, and now today it's looking like it's going to be the Bombers. Whipping it around the base path.
So Benetti earns a walk. So a tiny bit of shaky starts for both starters so far. Here is Pablo Sanchez. Did not have the return from injury that the Bombers would have liked yesterday. See if he can turn it around here. I believe he's actually still looking for his first hit since returning from the IL. To the right side. It won't be deep enough, however. Runner will score, so the Bombers strike first, 1-0 off of the fielder's choice from Pablo Sanchez.
Lexi Luther so far this season, 13 for 50 with a 403 on base percentage.
Right side, Carroll Henry makes the tag to get the out. We will head to the top of the second. The Bombers play some small ball and strike first. Henry, while Morrison due up for the Serpents here in the second. Yeah, so they do have Wrestles as their long reliever. Of course, we do need to bring up relief pitching as CDC is already up to 35 pitches through the first 1.1 innings pitched. In terms of help, the Bombers have Wrestles as long reliever. They have Lucy Freishack.
And Jose Leverage.
Jose Leverage and Kate Luna, who got blown up yesterday.
Looks like Cassiopeia is settling in.
Number 17.
Leon Morrison now. Chicken Tenda, thanks for the follow. That one up the middle, Billy O'Connell, what a slide, but too fast is Morrison.
The right fielder, number 37.
We have seen that so far in this divisional round, that there have been some great dives, but none of them have necessarily amounted to anything, as especially in this series, the runners are just so fast around the base paths.
No, that's high.
And he gets rung up there. Cox caught looking. Led to the bottom of the second. Sass Pearson, May Bruce due up for the Bombers.
Now batting, the catcher, number 35.
So, Dean, were there any surprises for you on yesterday's action?
No. So I woke up at 3:10 when my alarm went off, and I immediately went to the schedule to see what the final score was, and I like fist bumped so hard that I woke Haley up.
The designated hitter, number 13.
So that wasn't I mean, it was a nice way to start the morning for sure, but her being mad was not.
Out.
So I did watch the game, so like that's how I know about like what happened, you know. So was it like stressful to watch? You know?
Swing and a miss there. The throw to second in the dirt, but in time. 2 gone as May Bruce is now down 0-2. And she gets rung up there. Quick turnaround.
I want to clip that because it really looked like the guy stealing stopped halfway.
It might have. In terms of the games yesterday, all the games are pretty intense to watch. Of course, the Serpents Bombers kind of got out of hand as we got on later in the game. One of the more interesting ones was actually Dragons Vikings, as the Vikings pitching dominated the Dragons bats for 8 innings. And then in the 9th, it was just out of nowhere. So that's a nice dive by Tanner, not in time though. Dragons nearly came back there in the top of the 9th inning. The Knights barely holding on to a 2-1 lead. I think the biggest surprise yesterday was for sure just the scores of the games and how low scoring of the first 3 games just were.
Now batting the center fielder, number 9. No, that's high.
O'Connell throw to first in time. We'll head to the bottom of the 3rd. Tanner O'Connell, rifleman, due up for the Bombers.
Now
The Serpents have been able to get onto base, but so far nothing coming through.
no, that's low. Ball.
2 walks and a hit given up by Hardcheese through the first 2 innings. This one's right to Morrison. Throw to first in time for the first out.
Now batting the second baseman, number
Here is Billy O'Connell.
That's high. No, that's inside. That's outside.
3-0 count. Swings on the 3-0, and it works out for him. O'Connell is 2 for 2 today. Bombers being aggressive at the plate here.
Now batting the right fielder, number 89.
Rifleman deep into right. That's tracking, and that is past the glove of Ron Cox. O'Connell held up. So he'll advance to 3rd. It'll be a double for Rifleman, and here is Tyler Bonetti.
Fielder, number 4. No, high.
Swing and a miss. He gets rung up there. Bonetti not looking like his wild card self. And now here is Pablo Sanchez. And Blas Argies makes the stop to the first in time. So the Bombers waste an opportunity there. We head to the top of the 4th. Olsen, Henry, and Wall due up. So far, both teams not necessarily able to convert those base runners into runs, Dean.
Number 7.
Yeah, that was actually an interesting play from Hardcheese. I don't think Morrison gets that ball fast enough and throws it to first to beat out the speedy Sanchez. So I think if he doesn't dive there, they score a run.
And he gets rung up there.
Now batting the first
Brings up
baseman,
Carroll Henry.
number 44.
This one's hit well into left, tracking back at the track of the wall, off of the top of the wall.
That was a long single.
Well, to be fair, if anyone's used to it, it would be a Serpents hitter, as that ball in Big Sky does the same exact thing. Runner takes out for second. The throw by Sass, not in time. Henry steals a bag.
Just under that one. That was really close.
Ball high.
That ball is a single in both Big Sky and Emerald Diamond, funnily enough. As they are checking on Henry, even at second.
That's low.
Do we know the wall length off the top of our hand?
Inside.
I do not.
Take your base.
I don't know if anybody in the chat does.
Odd.
Is-
That's an odd thing to just know. Like, oh, hey, it's 370 to left.
You know, of all the
Big Sky.
statistics I know, that's not one of them.
I think the wall is bigger in Big Sky, at least average-wise.
For sure,
think
the
it
wall
drops off
is
faster.
for sure the wall is bigger. I don't know if anyone offhand knows the distances. And he gets rung up there.
Now batting the
Caught
right
looking. Here is Ron Cox now. 2 outs, runners at first and second. Cassiopeia up to 72 pitches here in the 4th.
You think they bring in wrestles before the 6th?
Oh, before the 6th. In the 5th, they'll bring in wrestles.
You think?
I think so, as O'Connell's able to make the grab there. Well, the Serpents have been getting base runners, but haven't been able to convert any. We head to the bottom of the 4th. Luther, Sass Pearson due up.
first baseman, number 20.
You know, aside from this Bombers Serpents game yesterday, so far the divisional round has been dictated by small balls. That's right to wall for the first out.
Now
quick games with low scoring affairs was really the name of the game yesterday. And honestly, aside from that 8th inning, or I think it was the 7th inning that the Serpents put that 5-run inning together, it was pretty much small ball all the way for the Bomber Serpents game as well.
Yeah, I think we scored 8 with no home runs last night.
That one's got there for the second out, and it's a clear difference from what was an explosive wild card round. I don't know if I've seen as many high scoring games day after day as we saw in the first week of playoffs. This is going to be a 1-2-3 inning. Led to the top of the 5th. Bombers nursing a 1-run lead. Apple, Za, McLarge Huge due up for the Serpents.
The left fielder, number 15.
But we do want to give a shout out to everyone new watching the SSBL, whether you came from Twitter, as this one is launched deep into left, but that's going to be caught by Benetti at the track for the first out. Whether you came from the Super Mega Baseball Twitter, from Reddit, from just perusing on Twitch, I want to give a shout out to you for joining and help making the league excited. Do you want to guess, Dean, how many people we have had follow the league as of just in an 8-day span?
8-day span, I'm gonna guess like 28.
Well, I mean, it was 14, so you really overestimated. But that's still a lot for our league. We're up to, like, I think over 130 followers now. As that ball looks pretty decent off of Za's bat, but
both of the hits looked pretty decent off the bat, and then they just died off at the warning track.
Here is McLarge Huge now. Will we have another 1-2-3 inning? Just
Not
misses
seeing
the
wrestles come in yet, like you said.
You know what, Dean? This inning is not over. Full count. Popped up into right.
But now it is.
Rifleman makes the grab. You know what, Dean? I already get enough sass when I'm with Squared and when I'm with Whitney. I don't need you to be adding to it as well.
Why not? Isn't that why you asked me to come on here today?
No, I asked you to come on here because I'm going to be streaming for 4 hours and I want some semblance of sanity when I'm done.
Okay.
And she gets strung up there. Both pitchers now locked in. So it has to be noted that Hard Cheese is only at 55 pitches here through 4.1. This one's deep into center, caught by DeVar. 2 gone. Yeah, aside from that 30-pitch first inning, I mean, honestly, if you take away that first inning and she is at around 60 pitches through the first 5, this will be a 1-2-3 inning here. Led to the top of the 6th.
I was wondering how Billy O'Connell was locked in after 2 singles, but I forgot he swiped second and third that first time.
Yeah, and he was able to steal second again, I'm pretty sure.
Did he steal second again?
He might have. No, he did not, because that was the long hit by Ralph from this. This one's to the left side. That's going to be foul.
It's probably the farthest ball she's hit all season.
And she gets rung up there. The pitchers are rolling right now. Here is Yeti Olsen 0 for 2. TDC locked in. As Whitney noted, has recovered significantly since that first inning. Still approaching 100 pitches, though. Will most likely get pulled this inning. It's a walk to Olsen. We'll see if she goes from locked in to neutral. And that will do it. They're going to call in Lucy Freishak. Here is Carol Henry. Now, Freishak's been a bit of an enigma for the Bombers organization, both in the majors and in the minors. Runner takes off for second. The throw is in time. Sit down, Yeti Olsen. Did not look like he had a great jump, and she gets rung out there. Well,
Freishak upper 90s velocity, right?
Absolutely, and is able to get Henry there. Well, that's to the bottom of the 6th. Yeah, lefty-lefty matchup move. How many, offhand, do you know how many lefties you have in your order, or do you have a lot of switch hitters?
Are you talking to me?
Yeah.
I have 5 and 4, I think.
This one's into
5 lefties,
center.
4
DeVar makes the grab.
Now batting.
It was a little bit of a
God.
pity jump because you didn't really need to go that far, but still was able to make the catch.
No, that's high. Ball outside.
Just trying to think why Freishack there, as this one is hit well
Oh,
into
that's
left,
gone.
tracking back at the track, caught by Apple. You were
I
saying God.
have no depth perception on the stream for some reason.
No,
I thought like 3 or 4 of these were gone.
No, all of these balls being hit up by these players are just dying right now. It's that Pacific wind, the Pacific breeze.
It's the daytime game.
Take your base.
Walk issue to Sanchez there. Square saying I'm here to make Visack's life difficult.
The first baseman, number 20.
So what you mean is rigged. No, I'm saving all my rigged for the Bombers game. As
Oh.
this one is into left at the track of the wall.
That
It's out of here. 373 feet. And Luther knocks a 2-run shot over left.
Now batting. The catcher, number 35.
Well, Hard Cheese will go from locked into neutral now.
Ball high.
Here
Lexi
is,
Luther's one of the few left-handed hitters in the lineup, isn't she?
I believe so. I think Whitney can correct us if it's not. As I'll do it, we'll head to the top of the 7th. Wall, Morrison, Cox due up. 4
This is
hits
one of the-
apiece so far, but it's been the Bombers who've been able to convert today.
This is a matchup that I've wanted to see during the regular season because the Bombers drafted Lexi Luther at 26. I drafted Pizza at 28, and both of them first basemen's very similar stats, but have had vastly different seasons so far.
Nope.
And
Well, also you have
So is
Zaw
on
as
the
a
DL.
DH as well, as that one's gonna get
well,
through
Luther
left.
was the DH most of the season. I think she just started playing first base towards the end of the season. If,
Yeah, that
if
is
not
actually
the
true. That is
postseason,
true.
right?
Ball, that's inside.
Now that I think about it, because the whole moves with Benetti and Pearson have made it. Runner takes off for second, called hit and run.
Foul ball.
Freishack though to second in time, throw to first. No, not in time.
Now batting.
Cox beats it out. It was close, but it'll only be one. Now here is Apple.
Nope, that's inside.
That one is into center. Runner takes off for throw. The throw by May
Oh,
Bruce.
he's gone.
Not enough arm out in center. So now runners on the corners. Here's Pete Zaw with 2 outs, and this is a one-swing game, folks.
That's low. Nope, high.
And he pops up. Freishack will get out of the jam here. As we head to the 7th inning stretch, I want to thank everybody for tuning in to Day 2 of Conference Semifinals. I am Fisac on the call, joined by Pulverizer today. Make sure that you are following the official SSBL Twitch. Join us in the Discord for everything SSBL related. As this ball is hit well into center, tracking back at the track, at the wall, and it's robbed by Shallon DeVar!
Oh
She
my
had a
goodness.
nice dive earlier, and that one gets robbed.
Inside.
Somebody clip it. That one is going to be a single up the middle.
It's at 36 fielding, but primary position for you.
The shortstop, number 9.
Make sure that you're a part of the Discord, as this one is going to get into right center. I can't get through any of my call-outs. It's going to be a 4-0 Bombers lead, as that is an RBI double for Beatrice Tanner, who has slipped down the batting order.
The second base. Now pitching.
And that'll do it for Hard Cheese. 6 hits, 4 and run, 3 walks given up by him. Doug Dade, the long reliever, will come in against the locked-in Billy O'Connell.
I had a strong feeling that this was going to happen, that they were going to go from the left-handed pitcher to my only other left-handed pitcher.
And then finally, player submissions. Get your player submissions in for Season 7. See your players under the shining lights of Founders Field, Emerald, Diamond, and more. You can find out more at the link below.
The right fielder, number 89.
Now, Rifleman with a runner at second. Bombers have already gotten 1 this inning. Fouled off. And he gets rung up there. Rifleman caught looking. Serpents down to their last 6 outs to prevent a Game 3. If the Bombers were to hold on here, we would head to Big Sky Ballpark either today if there's only 2 Game 3s or less, or tomorrow if there are 3 or more Game 3s, as this ball is hit into center. Or rather, May Bruce is there to make the grab.
Now batting, the center fielder, number 9.
Right side, Billy O'Connell, throw to first in time. 2 gone.
Now batting, the shortstop.
Now here is a tense Yeti Olsen. Popped up. It'll be a 1-2-3 inning. Well, I said that Fry Shack was an enigma. She's now locked in, as the Bombers are just 3 defensive outs away from a Game 3. Do you offhand have the statistics of this rivalry?
Believe after last night's game, it went to 8-10 overall,
Now batting,
with the Serpents having 10 wins.
number 6.
So if the Bombers were to hold on here and then potentially win a Game 3,
It would be completely tied.
it would tie up one of the best rivalries in the league. As runner takes off for second, the throw is not in time. I thought they had him dead to rights, but he's able to lay it out. That one is to the right side. Runner will round home. The throw by Ron Cox is in time. Gun down. Cox has got an arm out there even when he is tense. Did we come up with a name? As they're going to catch Sanchez stealing now. So some base running goofs here for the Bombers in the bottom of the 8th.
What were you getting ready to say?
Do you offhand have, what was I going to ask you? What was I going to ask you? It's going to be a really good question. Is this one's up the middle? Oh, gosh dang it. Pablo Sanchez ruined it. I was going to ask you something. Oh, do you offhand know what we decided to call that rivalry?
I thought it was the hissing contest.
Oh, the hissing contest.
I thought that was what, at least me and Whitney looked like we agreed upon. That was pretty good.
So it looks like the Bombers are going to move to 9-10 overall in this hissing contest.
It's not quite over. They still got to get 3 outs, you know.
That'll do it for Luther. They're going to bring Carlisle Reynolds in at first as a defensive substitution.
Is that even his primary position?
I don't know if it is.
No, it's not. He had lower fielding right then.
Number 11.
So an interesting move there. Now, we did see the Dragons nearly come back in a similar situation, but it's looking like we're going to be to 2 outs here. So Serpents will be down to their last one. Here is Morrison.
Number 17.
That's inside. That's low. No, high.
Right to Carlisle Reynolds, and that will do it. Bombers are going to take the win here. And Dean, your thoughts from this game?
Can you show me the screen? The next one?
Can you not
Okay.
see the screen?
Well, I can see the screen now. I wanted to see the hits.
Oh.
So
Well, I mean, I do that. I go through it as you
yeah.
talk about
Okay.
it. You're such a
Um.
rookie at this.
I mean, so Serpents putting up a goose egg. Not something you want to see if you're a Serpents fan like myself, I would say. But they kept runs somewhat to a minimum, only 4 given up. It's a little bit above their average for the season so far. Bombers able to hold off this. I mean, the Serpents have a good batting lineup. Like, that's just how it is. That's why they were the #1 seed in the Epic Conference. So them being able to completely shut them down for 9 innings is very impressive.
CDC will get the win after coming back from dying in the wild card round. Lucy Freishak, her enigma continues. 2 hits given up, 1 strikeout, no earned runs, no walks given up for the rookie. Hard Cheese will get the loss. Player of the game will be Lexi Luther, followed by CDC and then Lucy Freishak. Well, we will have at least one game 3. Will it be today? Will it be tomorrow? We'll have a better idea after this next game. Coming up, it's Vikings at Dragons. Don't go anywhere. You're watching the SSBL right here on Twitch.
That is constantly changing. Always rearranging. Always rearranging. Always rearranging. That is constantly changing. Always rearranging. Always rearranging. That is constantly changing. Always rearranging. Always rearranging. Always rearranging. That is constantly changing.
Welcome back. Well, the Bombers survived their elimination game. Now it's time to see if the Dragons can do so. Dean, what are your thoughts heading into this game between the Vikings and the Dragons?
All right, the Dragons have some incredible bats on their team, so it's going to be up to the Vikings to rely on their pitching to hold them down like they did last night. The Dragons, their keys to success, I think, are going to be working the pitch count, getting Joy Holiday out of this game as fast as they can. They were able to light up Barnstormer last night, and if they can see him again, maybe they can do the same.
number 14.
Well, it'll be Hannah Bradley on the mound for the Dragons as we are underway at Lafayette Corner, game 2 of day 2 of conference semifinals. And that one is up the middle, and McMaster is aboard with a single. Dean, what can you tell me about Hannah Bradley?
Hannah Bradley. Let's see what I can tell you about her. So far this season, she has pitched 27 2/3 innings, only given up 8 runs. 2.6 ERA with the under 1 whip.
Well, it'll be a battle of 2 all-stars, as it is Hannah Bradley, the all-star from the Dragons, as well as Joy Holiday on the mound for the Vikings. 2 of the best pitchers in the heroic will be going square to square today.
They both equally pitched 3 innings in the All-Star game, didn't they?
And she gets gunned down there. I believe they did. I'll be honest, that was like towards the end of that stream of that.
I know Holiday for sure pitched 3 scoreless innings.
Number 37.
'Cause I remember Haley being super excited about that.
Runner trades out for a second to throw by Marzo. This time will not gun down the runner. So Marshall with the runner in scoring position. This one's out into right, but Debbie Sawyer is there. So we'll head to the bottom of the first, and a little bit of a different lineup for the Dragons this evening. Libby Sickley will be leading off.
Center fielder, number 30. Inside.
Is this the first time the lineup's been spruced up all season?
Made a slight change towards the beginning of the season, switched Gary Starr and Vanessa Marzo. This is by far the largest switch that this lineup has ever seen.
Oh.
Usually don't try to change things, but wanted to hop onto the righty matchup here, as that one's gonna drop in. That will get to the wall. It'll be a double for Lippy Sickley leading off here. And that brings up Harry Von Crum, another lefty. That was just the mindset behind it. Though, as we all know, nothing we do affects anything in the game.
To some extent.
I mean, yeah, like, rather not have Ryzens out there.
Nope, high. Ball for it.
And that'll be a walk issued to Von Crum. Runners at first and second, and so here's the traditional leadoff batter, Debbie Sawyer.
Number 14.
And they are going to be checking on Sickley at second. Holiday needs to find the zone here. Does there. 2-1 count to Sawyer. And it's going to hit into a Dragon special. So Holiday able to get 2. Runner advances to third. And that'll bring up Stub Esposito now.
Number 15.
Can the All-Star get out of a jam here? Quickly 3-0 to Stub Esposito. And that'll be a 4-pitch walk to Esposito. That'll bring up Will Freishak now.
Number 82.
No, Holiday pitched in the All-Star game. Freishak down 0-2. Right side, nice grab by McMaster, saves the run. We'll head to the top of the second. Driver Nunez Reed due up for the Vikings.
Now batting the left fielder, number 47.
Off the plate. Foul ball. No, that low. Break.
2-2 fouled up, left side. And welcome to the foul territory of Lafayette Corner. Right side, this one's foul again. Might be the smallest foul territory of any stadium in SMB3.
Second baseman, number 11.
off the top of my head, I don't know if there's any that have even less foul territories. This one's lofted into left, but right in front of the track is Diaz for the second out.
Tiger Den is pretty small behind the plate, but I don't know. I don't think any of them are as small as Lafayette, I guess.
Strike.
Here is Riley Reed, who has had a hot bat for the Vikings this season.
Yeah, 17 for 44, the 413 on base percentage.
She was on fire last night. Does pop up there, so ahead to the bottom of the second. Sponge Cooper to lead things off for the Dragons.
Baseman, number 99.
No
Usual
fly.
number 4 hitter for the Dragons.
Outside. Strike.
Sponge Cooper, 21 for 56 this season, with
Strike.
4 home runs and 12 RBIs.
Has a full count here. Fouls it off. And this one caught by McMaster.
Now batting,
That will bring up Gary Starr.
number 6.
Strike.
Star and all-star this season. You can see a bunch of all-stars, some of the heroic amongst these two teams.
I think 4 from the Vikings and 5 from the Dragons, if I'm not mistaken.
Something like that. I know the Dragons had Ting, Bradley,
The left,
Von Crum,
number
Starr, and Freishak.
And the Vikings had Deputy Marshall,
Holiday.
Minshew, and Holiday.
Outside.
3-0 count to Diaz here, and I guess that missed the zone. Looked good to me, but it's a 4-pitch walk.
number
Here's
Roy Holiday this season, 28 innings pitched, 4 walks throughout the entire season, and she's already at 3, not even through 2 innings here tonight. So definitely not the Holiday we're used to seeing.
Marzo sneaks that one up the middle, and Steven Diaz is heading to third. What are you doing? Base running gap for the Dragons led to the top of the third. Deputy Miyuki McMaster. I mean, Diaz has speed, but not that kind of speed.
10.
Strike.
Brings up Deputy. She homered last night, right?
I believe so, yes.
2-run
She had a
shot.
2-run shot, which, I mean, any home run at Shaka is eventful. Esposito,
Yeah.
nice dive to throw to first is in
Ooh,
time.
that was a nice play.
Now batting, the catcher, number
Very
45.
nice snag.
That's up.
Here is Miyuki Esposito again. Go to first in time. Interesting 4-stub Esposito, as there's Freddie Jupiter in the minors. He's a season 4. And depending on the way that aging works, this might be Esposito's last season as a Dragon, or even starting at third base, as this one's going to drop down into right. It'll be a 2-out
Bradley
single.
was locked in before that, so we'll see if she. Nope. That'll be the
Now
end of
batting,
locked in
the designated
for
hitter,
the time being.
number 17.
Second hit given up by Bradley. Runner takes off for a second, called hit and run.
Ooh. Getting a little bit aggressive.
Marzo is locked in behind the plate.
Ball inside.
1-2 to Hatmore. That's off of the glove of Bradley. Is it going to make the throw to first in time? No.
Now
So
batting,
runners on
the
first and
center
second,
fielder,
and now here is
number
Judd
41.
French.
Nope.
Back-to-back hits.
Strike.
Judd French, 16 for 54 this season with only 1 home run.
2-2 count to him.
Strike three.
And he is rung up there. We'll head to the bottom of the third, top of the order, due up for the Dragons.
Now batting, the center fielder, number
Did you see how many pitches Bradley was at by chance?
That's inside.
It was
She's
just
at
under 40,
around
right?
40 right now.
Yeah, so similar pitch count.
Well, Holiday here is
Well-
approaching 50.
Yeah.
But Bradley a little bit more under control. As she He gets swung up there. Sickley goes down swinging.
Would definitely say the Dragons probably have the better bullpen, right? With Scottish, Ting, or is Ting in the bullpen, or is he starting?
Ting is in the
next game?
bullpen, but actually, there's no true long reliever in the Vikings bullpen. Like there's no Dante Smalls or Woody Scottish.
Yeah.
However, overall, the Vikings bullpen is actually somewhat better, as that just misses the zone there. Von Crum will walk.
The right fielder.
Now here is Debbie Sawyer. If you look up the ratings, like I think that's true. Like overall, the Vikings bullpen is more consistent. The Dragons do have Scottish.
Did Scottish give up runs last night?
I believe he did. I believe he gave up a 1-run run. And I think Hansen gave up 3.
Gotcha.
Swing and a miss. She got rung up there off of ball 4. So 2 outs and here is Sub Esposito.
Number 15.
That one's up the middle.
Are they gonna go for third?
No,
Nope.
Von Crum has learned from Steven Diaz's mistake. Decides not to head to third inside of
Very
Lafayette
similar
corner.
play.
Number 8.
And here I am. Here is Freishak.
Strike. No. Ball
Holiday approaching 70 pitches here in the bottom of the third.
low.
3-1 count. That one through the right side. Will the runner come home? Yes. Runner will also advance to third. And Von Crum is easily able to slide in an RBI single for Freishak, and the Dragons are able to strike first here in game 2.
Number 99.
Strike. That's up.
Runners on the corners, 2 outs. Here is Sponge Cooper. That one, nice grab by Riley Reed. That's why she's there. But the Dragons able to get through, and most importantly, Holiday is up to 70 pitches, which kind of goes into what you were saying, Dean, about
That
how
was exactly what I was saying. Is you gotta get to her pitch count early on. The Dragons are doing a bang-up job of that.
popped up, caught by Diaz with the first out. Here is Donnie Driver.
Number 47.
Riley will move back to locked in. That one's into center, and that'll be extra bases for Donnie Driver. He'll head to second. And Hannah Bradley is in the perpetual state between locked in and neutral.
Second baseman. Number 11.
So Noodles Nunez with the runner in scoring position. Can he get the Vikings level here?
Ball high.
3 quick balls from Bradley.
Ball 4.
And she'll issue a 4-pitch walk.
Now they're gonna face the hot Riley Reed,
Number 69.
who definitely performs above her stats ratings.
She is having a Kerwin Carp season as she does it again. This one's into left. Runner will not head home.
Now the all-star Gage deputy up to the
Now batting,
plate.
The third baseman. Number
Bases loaded, and she can do some damage here.
That's inside.
That one is to the left side. Runner will round, and rather runner will stay at third. So is now tied at 1, and now here is Miyuki.
Number 45.
Yeah, a Kerwin Carp season, because I have never seen a player with such poor hitting stats have that type of season. It was a cold squeeze, and they get the Vikings out on it. The
Why are
suicide
you
squeeze,
doing
and it ruins a bases loaded opportunity.
Shortstop.
Oh man,
Well, I'll
that
tell
will
you,
haunt them.
if there's an organization that knows about suicide squeeds going wrong,
Oh, outside.
it would be the Dragons.
That's outside.
Flashback to the season 1 postseason as Gary Starr will be aboard with a single. Josh, can you clip it? Also, glad to see Josh in here.
Now batting, the left fielder.
No, but look at his hitting stats. He was a bad hitter.
That's up.
Kerwin Carp was not a good hitter, and I stand by that.
That's inside. Strike.
Steven Diaz now 2-2. Swing and a miss. He gets swung up there.
Now batting, the catcher, number
Brings up Vanessa Marzo, who is locked in right now.
Ball inside. No. Nope, high.
Rio count to Marzo. Checks on Star. Right down the middle. Unable to clip it. Right side, foul. Full count.
Take your base.
And I guess that misses the plate. I thought it had the inside corner there, but instead it's a walk. So runners on first and second. Back to the top of the order, Libby Sickley.
Gonna be hard to turn a Dragon special here. The ball's gonna have to be hit pretty hard.
And they will not, so they will get one.
batting, the first base. Now pitching, number
And that'll do it for Holiday. In comes Joe Butts, the long reliever.
Ball high.
Oh yeah, Josh will be joining me for next Tuesday. As that one is up the middle, and Von Crum, dare reduce the lead. Von Crum with the runners heading to third. When will you? Oh, what? No way!
right.
Sickley is safe at third.
14.
I think the ball bounced one final time before getting to third base, and that's what did it.
Even Von Crum thought about going to third there. So back-to-back singles from Von Crum and Sawyer give the Dragons a 3-1 lead. Here is Stub Esposito now. And finally, this inning will come to an end as that's in the right side. Vicky Marshall makes the grab, but the Dragons with a 2-out rally. Knock out Joy Holiday. Led to the top of the fifth. McMaster, top of the order,
Definitely
drew
the
up.
fastest Holiday has gotten knocked out of a game so far this season.
This one is jogging to the left, at the track, at the wall, off of the top of the wall. I thought that was gone, and it's a single.
Seems like my household is cursed with the long singles today.
Are you or a loved one experiencing long singles?
Yeah, both of us.
Talk to your doctor.
Another nice play by Esposito.
Now batting,
He is thriving out there at third today, so now
What's
one
his
gone.
arm stat?
What's his arm?
Yeah,
I mean, you're the color commentator. You gotta be the one looking this up.
it's your team. I figured you would know that off the top of your head.
I don't know that that's the arm of my third baseman.
Ball four. Take your base.
That'll be a walk issued by Bradley. Runners on first and second, one out. Here is Vicky Marshall.
number 37.
Strike.
Not necessarily the best outing from Bradley so far. Has only given up one run, but has given up 7 hits and 3 walks so far.
Foul ball.
Dan redeeming +4 to a created player.
Ball inside. Foul.
Marshall staying alive. Great at bat from her. It is.
Have we had a non-manager submit a +4 to a created player?
Now batting, the left
That's a great
fielder,
question.
Number 47.
I can actually answer that for you.
That's down.
Yeah, no, you have that nice sheet, right?
Nope.
Well, I mean, everyone has access to it. No, it's all been managers. As this one is hit well into right, tracking back at the track, at the wall. It's out of here, and the Dragons are now down by 1. A 3-run shot puts the Vikings up,
Now batting, the second baseman. Now
and that'll do it for Bradley. In comes Woody Scottish.
Now this is the score of yesterday's game. So
That one's immediately up the middle. So if this result were to hold, the Vikings would advance to the conference finals.
shortstop.
Here's the hot-hitting Riley Reed.
Strike.
And she gets hung up there, 3 strikes in. But a 3-1 shot from Donnie Driver puts the Vikings up by 1. Fryshot, Cooper, and Starr due up for the Dragons. Yeah, that same here, Whitney. That one looked interesting. Joe Butts is tense. Has no earned runs as those runs were charged to Halliday. And issues a leadoff walk to Fryshot.
Came in last inning, threw 2 pitches, gave up 2 runs off of 2 hits.
That's inside.
So both all-star pitchers are out before the conclusion of the 5th inning.
No.
And now Sponge Cooper with a 3-0 count. And that's another walk from Butts. So 2 walks. Given up here to lead things off here is Gary Starr now. Butts finally finds the zone, and they're going to turn a Dragon special here. Much needed for Joe Butts as he will go to neutral now. So the time...
Interesting. They didn't go for the out at third and then the out at first with the speed of the batter.
Here is Steven Diaz now with the tying runner at third. 3-1 count. Finds the top of the zone there, full count. This one is hitting to left, and that one should be managed there by Driver. So runners on first and second, nobody out. The Dragons aren't able to convert. We head to the top of the 6th. Deputy Miyuki Master due up for the Vikings.
Number 10.
Right to the glove of Cooper for the first out.
I didn't even get to pull up my sheet on Gage Deputy.
What can you tell me about Miyuki?
I can tell you he went 15 for 56 in the regular season, 10 RBIs, 1 home run, 6 walks, and 7 strikeouts.
Left side, caught by Esposito. Back to the top of the order, 3 for 3, Lindsey McMaster. That one's up the middle. She is 4 for 4, 4 singles for McMaster. She is raking it in against the Dragons pitching today.
The designated hitter, number 17.
Here is Callie Hatmore. Runner takes off for a second. The throw by Marzo is in time. Sit down, McMaster. We'll head to the bottom of the 6th. It's a 1-run lead for the Vikings. Marzo in the top of the order.
She's got gun.
So maybe that's why she's not locked in, even though she's 4 for 4. Marzo will immediately ground out to Nunez, and she'll go back to neutral mojo. So Joe Butts settling down after giving up 2 hits and 2 walks. But this one is into left center, and Libby Sickley looks like she'll have her 2nd double of the day. Doing well in that leadoff spot. Now here is Harry Von Crum.
Joe Butts did pretty decent during the regular season.
Oh, Libby Sickley barely into 3rd there, but now a deep ball will score her.
4 runs over 14 1/3 innings pitched for Butts. 2.5 ERA and a 1.5 WHIP.
Josh giving out 5 tier 1 subs to Squared, Maniac, Dan, DDC, and Large Marge. Huge shout out to Josh, who announced today that he is in for season 7, funnily enough. Now, is this deep enough for the runner at 3rd to
Marshall's
score?
got a decent arm.
The throw, it'll not be in time, so the Dragons will tie it up.
They didn't even let it go. I don't think it would have been even close now that I just watched the replay on my end.
But still, we're tied up now. Again, huge shout out to Josh for doing that. Must have been a good day at the office, as Joe Butts is now back down to 10s. 1-2 count. Misses. 2-2. Runner takes off. The throw is in the dirt. And in time!
Wow.
Sit down, Harry Von Crum. We are tied at 4. Heading into the 7th inning.
I was about to ask you what Von Crum's speed is, but I'll just look it up.
I'll tell you what it is. It's not fast enough, as this is hit deep into left, but Steven Diaz is there.
Crum's got 75 speed, so.
Well, we've seen some base running goofs from the Dragons today. Same shit, different day.
No, I thought this was a PG. I didn't know we could cuss.
When was it ever said this league was PG?
It's supposed to be like family friendly, you know? It's baseball.
I mean, aren't all sports supposed to be quote unquote family friendly affairs? Right side, Sponge Cooper, throw to first in time, so we'll head to the 7th inning stretch. Want to thank everybody for tuning in to day 2 of conference finals. I am Fisek on the call, joined by the Pulverizer. Make sure that you are following our official SSBL Twitch. Join us in the Discord for everything SSBL related. Have your latest stats, rankings, everything else SSBL related, and then submit your players for, as that one is just foul. Submit your players for the Season 7 draft as he gets rung up there. More information can be found at the link below.
I really like that new MooBot thing that tells you how long you've been streaming for.
Well, it's an existing command that was already a part of it. I just made it a thing that goes out regularly now. You can set certain commands to just trigger. So Joe Butt's up to 46 pitches now. Ryshak staying alive. Oh, check swing there. And earns himself a walk.
Great at bat for Fryshak.
Now that'll bring up Sponge Cooper.
Number 99. That's outside.
Tie game at 4. Vikings trying to sweep the Dragons. As that is a curveball. Throw to second, not in time. Fryshak is in there safely. Swing and a miss. He gets rung up there. Sponge Cooper goes down, and now here is the All-Star Gary Starr.
Number 6.
The go-ahead run represented by Fryshak at second. But they will not get it as Starr grounds out. We'll head to the 8th. Driver Nunez Reed. And Dean, this game is on a knife's edge.
Yeah, it is. Sorry, I'm really hung up. Are you like fast in real life? Like, could you win a foot race against most people?
I mean, when was it ever said that like the batters in the game have to reflect?
I mean, I made my guy slow because I'm quite the big person.
I mean, I'm quite the small person, so.
So you're pretty quick?
I'm decent. I'm not a track star.
93 speed quick.
You know what? You're right, Dean. Will Fryshak has to be immediately suspended. That is off of the glove of Cooper. So now quickly, runners on first and second, nobody out. The Vikings threatening here, and it's Riley Reed.
Number 69.
She has come in clutch for the Vikings this season. Runner, it's a double steal. They'll throw to third, not in time. So now the infield is in. They will get the runner at home. Well, they have to make the tag first as he's got some speed there, Donnie Driver. He's a triple away from the cycle. So now one gone, runners at first and second. Here is Gage Deputy. What can the All-Star do here for the Vikings as they are looking to make their way to the Heroic Conference Finals? 1-2 count. Pitch out as they were trying to get the runner at second. Checking on him. Very much concerned about Nunez. Full count now.
Foul ball.
Fouled off. And that one will just be 1 out. Steps on the bag.
At least it advanced the runners.
So runners on second and third. The go-ahead run represented by, I believe that's Nunez at third.
Yeah, that sounds right.
And it's 0 for 3 Miyuki. Can he come in here for the Vikes? Down 1-2.
Ball inside.
Check swing. 2-2. Now up into left. Can Diaz get there? He can. And so the Vikings throw away a great opportunity. And now it's time for the Dragons to come in here.
Now batting.
Vikings out hitting the Dragons 12-8. We're tied at 4.
35.
Joe Butt's still in for the Vikings.
Not a great efficiency from either team today. 12 hits and only 4 runs, and 8 hits and only 4 runs.
Like I said, this game is on a knife's edge. This one is launched into left center. No! Past the glove of Donnie Driver. It looks like he had the angle there, but it goes over his head. So now the go-ahead run represented by Diaz, and that'll do it for Joe Butts. In comes Bert Barnstormer, who the Dragons were able to get to yesterday in the 9th. Runner will advance to third. 1 gone.
Now batting. The center
What can Barnstormer do here for the Vikings? Needs to get them out,
break.
or at least limit the damage. He's quickly got sickly. 0-2.
High.
Just misses the zone there.
Off the plate.
And look at that change in velocity.
That's outside.
Full count. Infield is in.
Your base.
And that's a walk issue to Sickly. The Dragon special is in play.
First baseman.
Let's see if they send Sickly to second, as it's Harry Von Crum, 3 walks and a single today, or the team captain.
Ball low.
And they will check on
Ooh.
Sickly. Barnstormer nearly messing up there. Infield is halfway.
Outside.
3-0 count to Von Crum.
Ball
And that will be a 4-pitch walk to Harry Von Crum. Which brings us to Debbie Sawyer now. Bases loaded, 1 out. Infield is halfway.
14. Right.
Barnstormer would like to get a strikeout here.
Foul ball.
Can he do it? He's got Sawyer 0-2. Gets her to swing, and that is over the head of Noodles Nunez. How does that get down?
I'm sorry, but if bases are loaded, why are you still playing in? You gotta play for the double
They were
play
playing
at that
halfway
point.
as they are now. Which I think you're right. That does it. If the infield is normal, Nunez makes that grab and it's 2 outs. Instead, the Dragons have a 1-run lead. Full count, bases loaded. Our team captain's an official thing. I just know because it's my team. I was actually thinking when I said it, you know, maybe we should have every team submit like 2 team captains. That might be cool to do. No, it won't change anything in the game, but just for lore's sake. Right side, and this could be the Dragon special they're looking for. It will be. So we will head to the 9th. The Dragons have a 1-run lead.
Now batting.
Can they get the outs here and force a game 3? It'll have to be against the top of the order. Right to Esposito, 1 gone.
Now batting. The designated hitter. Number 17.
Callie Hatmore now.
Break.
Scottish locked in. 4 hits and a strikeout given up. Coming in for relief of Hannah Bradley. Right side, past the glove of Sponge Cooper. Hatmore is aboard.
Now batting.
Here's 0 for 2, 2 walks, Judd French. You have to think that Dragon special is out of play here, given Judd French. That is right to Gary Starr. 2 gone. Scottish back to locked in. We get the cinematic on Vicky Marshall, 0 for 4 today. Would this be a time for her to get her first hit? Burner takes off for second. The throw by Marzo is in the dirt, not in time. The tying run is 180 feet away. Pressure is nearly all the way up. 3-1 count to Marshall.
Take your base.
And that misses the zone. Scottish goes back to neutral. Runners on first and second. And here is Donnie Driver, who is a triple away from the cycle. Look at those stats. He is locked in.
Break.
You could be anywhere, but you're here watching Game 2 of the conference semifinals. Vikings right. This ball is launched, heading deep to the track, to the wall. It's out of here. And Donnie Driver might have just punched the Vikings ticket to the heroic conference finals.
Now batting, the second baseman. Now pitching.
That'll do it for Scottish. Arms Melee will come in.
Off the plate.
Launched into left, caught by Diaz. So the Dragons are now 3 outs away from their season ending. They need 2 runs against Bert Barnstormer. They weren't able to get it yesterday. Weeble come in at third.
Did Butts come in yesterday to relieve Barnstormer?
No, Barnstormer was fully in the entire time, if I remember. Actually, it might have
I
been
thought
Cooley.
they had.
As
they
he
don't
gets swung
have
up there, the
Cooley
Vikings 2 outs away now.
Now batting.
Cooley is a Skulls of Rock, last I checked.
Oh, I don't know, man.
Ball inside. That's up. Strike.
2-1 count to Cooper.
That's down.
Misses, 3-1.
Strike.
Finds his own, full count to Sponge Cooper. Fouled off. Up the middle, and that one will drop down in front of Judd French. So we are in one swing territory. And here
Fine
comes
run.
Gary Starr.
The shortstop.
A
Number
Dragon special ends it.
Nope. High.
Cooper does not have the speed to steal.
Strike.
Nunez, second in time to first, and the Vikings sweep the Dragons and win it in dramatic fashion. They're headed to the heroic conference finals to face the winner of the Moonshots and Vikings. Deed, your thoughts?
So I honestly think the Dragons did everything that they could. It's just the Vikings had a trick up their sleeve with Donnie Driver popping off with 6 RBIs off a 2-3 run blast.
They end up out hitting the Dragons 14-11. McMaster and Driver 4 for 5 for the day. Everyone getting a hit for the Dragons. 11 walks earned by the Dragons today, and they still can't get it. Gotta think back to, as Dan was talking about, potentially huge that getting the Vikings getting out of the inning after the bases were loaded and 1 out. In the end, it was the pitching. It wasn't the greatest day for pitching for either side. First star will be Donnie Driver, followed by Harry Von Crum and Livy Sickley. Well, I would just like to say, as the Dragons manager, this definitely sucks. But glad to have even made it to the postseason. Glad to have even won a postseason game and to have won a series. Huge shout out to Hay and what her team is doing as they will go on to face the winner of the Moonshots and Knights. So we will take a step aside. When we come back, we've got our nightcap of games. It starts out with high rollers and ball players. Don't go anywhere. You're watching the SSBL right here on Twitch.
Jeez. It looked so locked up. You know what I mean? Oh.
we are heading to the Emerald Diamond. So, with that Vikings win, if the ball players sweep the high rollers here, we will for sure have the remainder of game 3s tonight. If the high rollers win here and force a game 3, it'll be down to the Moonshots Knights, and if the Knights were to win, then we would have both games, and if not, etc. and so forth. As this is popped into right and caught by Tucker.
Now batting.
As Dean said, he'll be back in a little bit. He's going to go scarf down dinner. Becky Foe launches this to right deep at the track, at the wall. It's out of here. 398 feet. And the high rollers show up. And I just now realizing if the high rollers get the win over the ball players, because the high rollers did get the win yesterday against the ball players. So if the high rollers hold on here and win this game, then we will for sure have the remainder of games tonight. I would need someone to potentially join on the stream with me because Dean is only on for another hour. So if anybody wants to do that, just hit me up on Discord or let me know in the chat here. Then we can have you come in to help me commentate the remainder of the games. Swing and a miss. He gets swung up there.
Now batting.
It's Magic is in for the ball players. No worries, Puppet. Here is Blind Ollie. Launches this one high, but in right. And making the catch is Tucker for the third out. So we will head to the bottom of the first, but Becky Foe with a long shot puts the high rollers up by 1.
Now batting. The center fielder, number 16.
So the high rollers are without both Wally Wooly and Peach Dropkin. Both will return at the start of the Epic Conference Finals. Colton Keene got the call up, and he's actually starting at second for them. That's him making the dive there. And we get our first look at him. So as Squared was saying on the stream yesterday, of all the people to come in, not that bad of a person. Right to King as he records his first put out.
Now batting. The first baseman, number 23.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. He's a season 1, I believe, which is the reason why he is not at the top of the charts or starting anywhere. Runner takes out for second, called hit and run. Here is Rick up the stick and earns the walk.
Now batting. The designated
Brings up Terry Thunder.
number 9.
Fouled off. Popped up, right side. Caught by Strudley, runner will tag and head to third. So it'll be 2 outs, runners on first and third for the ball players.
Now batting.
In comes Matthias Black.
Baseman, number 27.
Quickly 3-0 here from Campbell. Finds his own 3-1. And earns a walk. So the bases are loaded for the ball players. And here is Toby Barker.
Number 6.
Steve. 1-2 to Barker. Swing and a miss. He gets rung up there. We'll head to the top of the second. Still a 1-0 lead for the High Rollers.
Now batting, the shortstop, number 20.
The Knights, the only lower seed to get a win yesterday. So High Rollers have the chance here to advance to the conference finals. We take a look at the SSBL history, which you can find this document inside of our Discord under the SSBL Documents tab. As he gets rung up there, Turnpike goes down.
Now batting, the second baseman, number 46.
High Rollers previously made it to the Epic Conference Finals in Season 4. Here is Colton King, his first at bat, 2-2, and Colton King has himself a single, so producing where Wally Woolley
Now
did.
batting, the center fielder, number 27.
This one popped into center. Dive by Harry Shelton, and they get Colton King. What a grab by Shelton. We'll head to the bottom of the second. Tucker Shipwright runs due up.
The right fielder, number 40.
That one is fair. Max Range is able to make the stop. He almost steps on the bag.
Now batting, the catcher.
Ball players have made it past the wild card for the first time since Season 1 when they made it all the way to the Super Series. This one to the right side. Dive by Colton King. The throw to first is in time. Doesn't entirely redeem him getting caught up in the top of the inning, but does redeem himself slightly there. Homer runs, who has had a resurgence in the second half of the season. And that one is past the glove of Colton King. Homer runs continues his second half stretch. And now here is Harry Shelton, who made that fantastic grab. He's going to hit himself into a ground out here, so we'll head to the third. High Rollers up by 1. Uptown Strudley long stop due up.
Now batting, the catcher, number 57.
This one into right, and that one's caught by Tucker.
Now batting, the right fielder, number 10.
And Strudley had himself quite the season so far. 22 for 59 with a 413 on base percentage. 2 home runs and 17 RBIs.
Glad to have you back, Dean. And then when you get the chance, I'd love to have the stats on Fitzmagic and Grin Campbell. That's the starter for the High Rollers.
The left
Do some
fielder,
Fitzmagic since
number
he's on the mound.
25.
13 1/3 innings pitched, 4 earned runs, 1.35 whip during the regular season. I believe he recorded a win against the Wildcats in the Wild Card Series.
Also shut out the Bombers.
That was during the regular season, right?
Yes.
Designated hitter, number
And here
10.
is Becky Foe, who had an absolute screamer. I don't know if you were watching the stream when you were
No, I
eating your
wasn't.
dinner.
I was.
She had an absolutely launched ball out into right. It was like a line drive into the stands over there in right field.
Oh, nice. Did we plan this so we didn't even have to leave Emerald Diamond? Oh wait, no, we did leave. We went to Lafayette, and then we're back here.
Kelly throw to first in time. So we will head to the bottom of the third. Kelly, De La Stick, Thunder due up.
Now batting.
So all we need is a high rollers or a Knights win to guarantee a game 5 or 6, right?
I believe so. How do I not have... Oh no, I do have Maniac on here.
Now batting. The first.
I was just wondering, like, how do I not have Maniac on this sheet here? Or the, if you go to the team postseason records under the SSBL history, you can see win career records for postseason and stuff. So Maniac is 3-6 in the postseason, as that one by Of the Stick is in to left. He'll have himself a double. Donut Boy 7-6 record as a manager in the postseason.
Designated.
High Rollers with the same record in the postseason, as Donut has only been the only manager of the High Rollers. Ball players with a 5-10 record in the postseason, dating back to season 1. This ball is hit deep into center, tracking back at the track, at the wall. It's out of here. 413 feet. And the stunt double slaps the actor. And we've got ourselves a game.
27.
That's up.
I was hoping that one was gonna stay just close enough so maybe we could see another robbed homer, but
The left.
the arc on it was just a little too high and went a little too far.
Runner takes off for second. The throw is in time.
Ooh, done.
Sit down, Matthias Black, and now here is Toby Barker, left side. Caught by Longstop. So we'll head to the top of the fourth, but the ball players strike. It's now a 1-run lead for them heading into the fourth.
Now batting. The first baseman. Number 89.
D-right. Ball high. Ball inside. Steve. Ow.
Full count to max range. Right to homer runs. Go to first in time, 1 gone.
Now batting.
Brings
the
up
third
blind
baseman,
Ollie.
Number 40.
Homer runs can't get there this time. Shelton doesn't make the right run on it. Runner will head to second. It'll
Now
be a
batting,
double.
The shortstop. Number 20.
That's low. Inside. Ball high. See. No ball four.
And that'll be a walk by Magic to
Now
bring up
batting,
Colton
the
King.
second baseman. Number 46.
Ball low. D-right.
Called up from the minors for the injured Wally Woolley.
See.
Full count to King, and he's going to hit himself into a Dragon special here. Well, it looked optimistic with King, but so far he's been tagged up and into a Dragon special. Led to the bottom of the fourth, bottom of the order, duo for the ball players.
Fielder. Number 40.
Nope. See.
Let's see what we got on Grin Campbell. 24 and a third innings pitched, 12 earned runs
Ball high.
throughout the season. Is that walks and then strikeouts? Am I losing my mind? No, it's Ks and home runs. 15 Ks on the season.
Now batting. The catcher.
Round out there, here is Ship right now. Interesting enough, Dean, with that loss by the Serpents, they are now tied with the Retrievers for the best postseason record at 61% win rate, as he gets rung up there.
So that means we'll have to win in a possible Game 5 tonight.
Wonder what the lowest win percentage is for a team that has won a Super Series.
Gotta be no, because the wrong fielders have only made it that one time, haven't they?
Well, they've made the postseason 3 times. I believe it's the Skulls of
Okay.
Rock, who have a 56.52 win percentage, 13-10 overall. The Serpents are 61, a .611 win percent average. The Lumberjacks are 0.571. The Knights are 0.593. And then the Roundfields are 0.571. As this ball is launched into left, it's dying a little bit, and that ball died quickly. Shelton is there.
Now batting, the catcher.
That'll bring up Arcane Uptown now.
The inward draft is still here, like it was in Game 1.
The,
Balls are
Paci-
just dying at the track.
the Pacific breeze is strong. This ball is launched down to right at the track and off of the bottom of the wall. There's just something about this win today. That'll be a triple for Arcane Uptown
Batting, the right fielder.
to bring up Kent Strudley, and that'll do it for Fitzmagic. They're pulling him, and here comes Adrian Walker, and a bit of an early pull for the starter for the ball players.
Oh, I got some stats on Adrian Walker. 42 and a third innings pitched.
As they do get the runner going home, so a wasted opportunity there. You can go ahead and continue.
25 strikeouts, only 2 home runs. He led up 2.76 ERA, a 1.44 whip. Got to add All-Star, right? She was an All-Star, I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
Or no,
No,
Fitzmagic
Adrian Walker was
the
not an all-star.
Fitzmagic was the All-Star.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Runner takes off for second. Ball 4, long stop will head to first.
The designated
Now here is
hitter,
Becky Foe.
number 4.
Two outs here in the top of the 5th. Ball players down by, or ball players leading by 1. Popped up behind the plate. Caught by Shipwright. So we will head to the bottom of the 5th. Ball players still with a 1-run lead. Top of the order due up for them.
Now batting, the center fielder, number 16.
Nope, high. Ball high. Ball outside. Nope, ball goal.
And Shelton earns a leadoff walk.
Now batting,
So here is Murph
the
Kelly.
shortstop, number 38.
Ball players, a team that definitely needs to, they're going to win this season. They don't have much in terms of capital. They've got plenty of old players as well. This one is hitting to left, and that's fair. Just on the line. Shelton advances to third. It's a double.
Now batting,
And now here is Rick of the Stick.
number 23.
Ball high. Ball high.
This one is into center, and that drops in before Omen. Runner will head home. It's 3-1 ball players,
Now batting,
and they still have not gotten it out yet. That'll do for Campbell. Liv Polbean will come in.
Ball inside.
Double steal. It was a called hit and run. This one's deep into center. Omen makes the grab. Runner will head to third, so 1 gone. Runners on the corners. And actually, now that the Dragons are out of the postseason, the retirements can process. As that is a dive by Colton King. Throw it first, not in time. It's a 4-1 lead for the ball players.
Fielder, number
And now here is Toby Barker.
Off the plate. Steve.
This one's into center, caught by Omen. Runner again head to third. It's a 3-run lead for the ball players, and now here is Nathan Tucker.
right. Fielder, number 40.
This is starting to look like the exact opposite of last night, where the High Rollers won 5-2.
Well, they get caught stealing there, so it's to the top of the sixth. Is a 4-1 lead for the ball players in their elimination game.
First baseman, number 89.
That one's into right, and that's fair. Just gets down. It'll be a leadoff double. Or is that max range? Yeah, I believe that was max range
Yeah,
there.
it was max range.
Number 40.
Not the fastest.
Here is Blind Ollie.
Ball inside. Ball low.
Popped up into right. Nathan Tucker makes the grab. One gone.
Not quite deep enough to
Now
advance the
batting,
runner.
the shortstop, number 20.
Outside. Ball inside.
To the right side. Runner will round third and head home. The throw by Tucker is not in time. Max range beats it out, so it's a 2-run lead now for the ball players. And here is Colton King. Can he redeem himself?
Inside.
So 6 steps on the bag. Runner advances to second.
Now batting, the center
Here
fielder,
is Piston Omen.
number 27.
Not Kansas Brooks.
Kansas Brooks is done. Yeah, breaking news, Kansas Brooks and Thompson Busby are done in the SSBL.
Wow.
That gets through the middle, past Homer runs. It'll be a 4-3 game now. High Roller slowly getting back in it.
The catcher, number
The
Did I
issue,
miss something that Colton King did?
he hit into a Dragon special,
Okay,
as
good.
well as Harry Shelton made a fantastic catch from center, and Colton King got doubled up.
Okay.
But the High Rollers cut it to a 1-run lead now.
now batting,
Here is Nathan Tucker. Yeah, Kansas is gone because he's got the RBI dud. So even though he's only there for hitting, it doesn't make sense if his stats are going to get nuked anyways. What's up, Pasta? Glad you could join us. Left side, that's foul.
Take your base.
Tucker earns a walk. Hey, Pasta, make sure you check your team channel.
catcher, number 5.
Have a question that we want answered.
Ball inside.
Uh-oh, Pasta's in trouble.
No, he's not in trouble. Yet. No, he's not in
Just
trouble.
teasing.
They turn the Dragon special.
Now batting, the
Now here is Homer runs.
number 12.
And he gets rung up there. So we'll head to the top of the 7th. Still a 1-run game. You missed, let's see, the Vikings
Number 10.
hit a 3-run shot off of Donnie Driver in the top of the 9th to beat the Dragons and sweep them. This game's pretty exciting.
This is. I don't think the High Rollers are going down without a fight, and I think if they get Adrian Walker out with enough time left, it's gonna get real scary for the ball
Well,
player.
the high rollers are trying to sweep the ball players.
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying
Like they're not going down in this game without a fight.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure.
Nope, high.
Fouled off.
Outside.
Full count to Alex Longstop
Nope, take
and earns himself a walk.
Now batting the
So
designated
What
here
would you
is
say?
number
What would
4.
you say the high rollers specialist is? Like, do you think they're hitting?
inside.
Surely their hitting's probably their best stat, right?
when I think about the high rollers, I've always thought about their hitting.
Follow.
That's
Yeah.
always been the first thing to come up, and that's the same thing for ball players. Wait, no, like from Donnie Driver, he hit 2 home runs, a double, and a single. Absolutely raked it in for the Vikings.
When I think of the ball players, I usually think of their fielding first, but maybe that was just because of who they previously had on their team, I guess.
Who did they previously have?
I mean, they had Tanner O'Connell, Marlon Morgan, Shipwright. Who was their third baseman? Arcane Uptown. All like pretty good fielders, you know.
Well, Arcane Uptown is still with them, but O'Connell and Tanner are with the Bombers
No.
now.
Uptown's on the high rollers.
Yeah. Oh, you're talking about the ball players. Gotcha.
Trying to put the ball players, yeah.
Well, Walker is tense now. 50th pitch incoming against max range.
That's outside. Ball boy, take it.
And Range earns himself a walk. So the bases are loaded for blind Ollie.
Number 40.
One out here in the top of the 7th.
Oh,
One swing away from changing this game.
right.
Is he the one that grand slammed against the Wildcats?
This season?
Yes.
Potentially. I don't know if I was watching that game, but he will tie up this game at 4. An RBI single, and now here is Vic Turnpike.
Number 20.
I believe he's a former Moonshot and a former Gaucho, Vic Turnpike.
Ball high.
Bases loaded, 1 out. Walker is tense. 3-1 count.
Right.
Finds his own. Full count. Right side. That one gets through. 1 run will score. 2 runs will score. It's a 2 RBI single, and the High Rollers go on top 6-4. And Dean, like you were saying, it wasn't a question of if but when. And now Quash Ward will get the call.
That's up. That's up.
Whitney calling game.
I know, I just saw that. Wow.
Does not believe in Maniac and the ball players. Swing and a miss. He gets rung up there.
How long is Woolley out for? Is it games or weeks?
It's games now that we're in postseason, so he will return for conference finals the same day that Peach Dropkin returns.
Gotcha. Oh, so they're gonna be nice and beefed up for whoever wins Serpents versus Bombers.
Well, they need to hold on here and not get any more injuries. Runner takes off for a second. It was a called hit and run. Two. Misses the zone. Full count. 2 outs. Runner at first will go. Misses the zone. So the bases are loaded for Arcane Uptown, who already has a triple today.
no.
Cycle watch Arcane Uptown.
Oh yeah. For those of you who watch the Miners Super Series, once you hit a triple, you're officially on the cycle.
Well, that's the right side. Runner is coming home, and
Oh,
no way Big
God.
Turnpike gets there. They do score 1 additional as we head to the 7th inning stretch. I want to thank everybody for tuning in to the conference semifinals, day 2. I am 5-Sec on the call, joined by the Pulverizer. Make sure that you are following our official SSBL Twitch Join us in the Discord for everything SSBL related. Get the latest stats and docs. Catch up on everything in the league. And player submissions are open for Season 7. You can find out more in the link listed below. So the ball players now have 9 outs to get back into this game. 8 outs to get back into this game. That one over the head of Colton King.
You think Woolley is able to jump for that one and catch it?
Potentially. It's Colton King. It's been a pretty meh performance for King. Not been bad, not been horrendous.
Has King always been a second baseman? I thought King was a catcher at one point.
He is a catcher, but he's an infield secondary.
Oh, okay. That's an interesting combination.
Ball players turned the Dragon Special. Or rather, the High Rollers turned the Dragon Special. This one's hit deep in the left. Toby Parker's
hit the
at
wall.
the wall and makes the catch just in front of the wall.
The way he turned and just like got himself ready to catch that one made it look like it was gonna hit above him.
Wait. Rick Stick got a double today? Did I miss that? Did I miss Rick Stick getting his first ever extra base hit that wasn't a home run?
Wait, really?
Did we miss that? I feel like I missed my child's birthday party.
He had a, I think it was an RBI double, or maybe it was a leadoff.
I thought it was a single.
No.
No.
He hit it into the left center gap. It was like a pretty just solid hit all around.
No, I did not miss it. Oh no. Oh my gosh, max range. Everything's falling apart.
Oh, that's not funny. You almost got hit in the head. That's very scary.
No, that would have been really funny. No, he did. No, he didn't have one last week against. No, I thought he did, but it was Terry Thunder, which is the whole stunt double thing came to be. As that one's into center, and that should be caught by Shelton.
Yeah, I think he had the double before Terry Thunder hit the grand slam.
Before Tammy hit the home
Or
run.
the two-run homer. I don't know why.
Oh my gosh, I can't believe it if it did. I might have to just quit this stream for a second. I can't believe I missed out on my son's double.
Did you didn't create Della Stick?
No, but I'm basically his foster dad now, given how much I care about him. Because I care so deeply about him.
You're rooting for him in the Rookie of the Year race instead of Zuh?
Well, I already know what the Rookie of the Year race ended up as. Look, just because I'm rooting for him doesn't mean that I voted for him.
When were their votes?
No,
Or is that
it was
a
league office. League
Gotcha.
office decide. And I'm sure Josh will release that at some point.
So it's hashtag rigged? Yes, that's what it sounds like.
I mean, everything is, it's not rigged, it's destiny. That now really makes it sound like it's rigged. No, it was an anonymous vote. We did a Google poll.
Okay. Wait, really? A poll, not like a discussion?
Well, I mean, if there was consensus in the anonymous poll, then we need to we didn't need to have the discussion.
Sure.
There were some nominees that we had to have conversation on in terms of who worked it out. And I actually believe as of throw to third in time, catches Barker.
Ollie able to scoop it.
That I think actually Zarby broke the tie for some of them. What poll is it? It was a poll amongst league office for the players of the year. Rookie of the year, pitcher of the year, and player of the year were what we voted on for each
Is
conference.
Josh still in chat?
Is what?
Is Josh still in chat?
I don't think so.
Now batting the second baseman.
It says that he is.
Maybe just here a little AFK.
Well, I just posted in league office to see when we're releasing it. Washwater's only given up 2 hits and 2 walks.
Yeah, I know. After Whitney said game.
Now batting, the center fielder.
Well, Elder, we'll know when we know. Oh, wait, Quash Ward is injured. Nasty blister for Quash Ward.
That's probably only like, that's probably not even a game, is it?
As we will head now to the bottom of the 9th, the ball players need 3 runs to save their season. As I'll look up here. Blind Ollie, throw to first, in time, 1 gone.
Now batting, the second baseman, number 12.
And he gets run up there. Ball
Is
players. What?
Is Austin Floston Donut Boy? I feel like I remember.
Yeah, I
that
believe
being
so.
lore.
Through the left side, and Shelton is aboard. Let's see, a nasty blister.
Now batting,
Yes, it is a tier 0 injury, so it does not impact it, but
38.
as of right now, he doesn't have a game to play in, as it's 2 outs, runner at first. Murph Kelly up right here. Fouled off. Misses in, full count, 2 outs, runner at first will go. Fouled off, staying alive. Popped up, right side, max range, and the ball players who upset the Wildcats in the divisional will make an exit here as the High Rollers sweep them and will head to the epic conference finals. Dean, your thoughts?
I mean, obviously the High Rollers won their division. I think.
Yes, yes, they did.
I don't. Yeah. Well, no. I'm trying to word this in a nice way. I think the Wildcats would have put up a more interesting fight based off of what we saw in the regular season with the High Rollers and the Wildcats at Tigers Den. I was really excited to see a High Rollers Wildcats, but ball players obviously able to score some runs off of a beefy High Rollers team and put up at least a fight, you know?
The win will go to Paul Bean. Floston gets the save. Adrian Walker gets the loss for the ball players. Player of the game will be Becky Foe, followed by Victor and Pike, and then Rick Taylor-Stick, who did get his first double. I can't believe I missed it. Oh, I'm a horrible father. I'm a horrible foster parent. Well, that will do it. Want to give a huge shout out to Maniac on his season as the 6th seed, able to upset the number 3 seed Wildcats in 3 in the divisional. Unfortunately, his run comes to an end here, but does get the ball players past the wild card for the first time since the Super Series. I missed his birthday party, as Donut Pony is saying, for Luke Taylor State. But shout out to Donut Boy as he will be making his way to the Heroic Conference Finals for the first time since Season 4, where he lost to the Bombers, who it is confirmed we will get to see the Bombers and Serpents play again tonight, as no matter what happens in this next game, we will have Game 3 of that series tonight. So both you, Dean, and Whitney, if you want any changes to your lineup, you just submit them to me. So we are going to go ahead and step aside. When we come back, we've got our final Game 2 of the evening. It's Moonshots at Knights. Can the Knights make their destiny and face off against the Vikings? Don't go anywhere. You're watching the SSBL right here on Twitch.
Close your eyes, seek paradise. Won't
I can
change
at least
your
start this game.
mind.
Haley hasn't even left the gym yet.
Can't shake the lights. I take the chance and roll the dice. I want it all, just for the night. I live it out like I'll never die. I lose my head in the starry skies. Can't change it down, I feel so alive. Back down, only one way.
Have you ever thought of doing like a Lulu Super Series, like instead of just using playoff or record to decide who's third and fourth?
So turn up the light. Turn up the light.
Right. I'm getting the chat started. A little hyped up.
This is what I waited for. 'Cause the clock keeps ticking, hard for me to keep up. I can't take it no more. 'Cause the time keeps turning, feels just like it speeds up.
So it's Bonatello versus Franks at Swagger.
Will we have one game three or will we have two game threes tonight? It's the Moonshots versus the Knights here at Swagger Center. If the Knights win it, it'll be a Heroic Legends Conference Finals in the Heroic.
Number 3.
And we'll get our first look at Shep Franks as we are underway here at the Swagger Center. Dean, what can you tell me about Shep Franks?
Let's see.
That's off of the glove of Shaz Leather, so it'll be lead off on board.
Shep Franks, 15 innings pitched, 12 earned runs, 14 strikeouts, and 10 walks. A 7.21 ERA and a 1.73 whip.
Strike. Outside.
That one's up. They'll rock back. What a stop. Throw to first is in time, so they do get one.
Now back, the third baseman, number 4.
Ball inside.
Kodiak Shore, 21 for 59 this season.
And easily into first is Nick Hugh.
No.
3 home runs and 18 RBIs.
Ball 4. Take your base.
Walk issued to him.
Now batting,
So that'll be runners on the corners.
number 13.
One out for Wreck Dreams. Have to think that Dragon Special is out of play here.
No. Outside. That's outside. Strike.
I think he's one of the messed up names in the thing, isn't he? Yeah, Wreck Dreams, 23 for 57.
And he beats it out there, and the Moonshots take a 1-0 lead.
The second baseman, number 7.
All-Star Earl Crump.
Ball inside. Out.
Right to the glove of Kenya Weist.
Now batting, the center fielder.
And just so that we can confirm with everyone, I know on the schedule it says that Knights and Vikings will be first. As this one's into right, runner will round home. The throw by Levi Booth is not in time as it gets past
Now batting, the
Vinny Bates there. So it's a 2-row lead for the Moonshots. But just to give those teams more time, we will have the Bomber Serpents be the first game that we play here. That one's past the glove of Leathers at first, and it'll be 3-0 now. The Moonshots are raking it in off of Shep Franks.
number 18.
Here is Bellator Curls.
Outside. Strike.
Also, just got word from Josh. We'll be announcing players, pitchers, and all that stuff during the conference finals next week. So if the Moonshots were to hold on here, this would be the second game that we play as he gets rung up there. But the Moonshots looking good with a 3-0 lead It'll be the Knights' turn to respond, as it'll be Donnie Bonatello on the mound.
The center fielder, number 26. That's down.
That one through the gap, and Hatman is aboard.
Now batting.
Donnie Bonatello, 19 and 2/3 innings pitched, 18 runs given up with a 1.98 whip.
That's up. Off the plate. Strike.
Jazz Leathers is tense after that error at the top of the inning, but he is aboard with a walk. So now here's Levi Booth, runners at first and second.
19. Ball inside.
Shep off to a good start, I see, from Dan. That's off of the glove of Curls. Runners will advance to second and third now. So this game already getting a little bit messy, Dean.
Yeah, so both of these teams extremely powerful hitting, right? But also this season gave up a lot of runs. I think the Moonshots gave up triple-digit runs, and the Knights gave up 86 runs. So both in the top half of runs against. But respectively, Moonshots were first in runs for, and the Knights were third in runs for.
Second baseman.
1 run behind the High Rollers.
Strikeout there, bases loaded, 1 out, popped up immediately. And that's caught. And the Knights are at risk here of completely wasting a bases loaded situation.
Number 13.
So this is exactly why they're using Vinny Bates instead of Neville Smiley. It's for his extra pop in the order.
Outside.
He's facing a 1-2 count against Bonatello.
That's up.
This is high, 2-2. And gets him handcuffed. Well, the Knights load the bases. They get nothing. Well, that's at the top of the second, Plum North, and then top of the order, due up for the Moonshots.
Now batting, the shortstop, number 12.
Nope high. Straight. Foul ball. Foul ball. That's inside.
The slight shade Dan is throwing towards his its
Now
Knights.
batting, the left fielder.
As he rings them up there, back to the top of the order.
Strike. Off the plate.
This one is Jack D back to the track, to the wall. It's out of here. That ball, no doubt about it, 444 feet. And the Moonshots are up by 4 now.
Now batting, the right fielder, number 29.
We haven't had too many home runs today. That's probably only 5 or 6.
None of them really been coming from the home side, that's for sure. Ball players had the Terry Thunder one, but besides that, it's been a lot
Lexi
of...
Luthor on the Bombers, right?
Yeah, it might have been, so it may have only been 1 or
Yeah.
2 today so
Now
far.
batting, the third baseman, number
Well, no,
4.
there was definitely 2 at Lafayette. Well, 3, because I think who homered on the Dragons?
Well, Driver homered twice. I don't know if anyone homered for the Dragons.
I'm pretty sure you had a 2-run blast to go up, didn't you?
Might have. I'm getting PTSD not thinking about it.
I don't remember. It's sad. It only happened like an hour and a half ago.
I'm actively blocking it out, so that's a leadoff signal for Rock Bat.
Now batting, the third baseman, number 20.
That's inside. Straight. Foul. That's down. Save.
Rock back, steals second.
Now batting, the designated hitter, number 21.
Strike.
Here is Dave Sacred.
Ball low. Ball high.
That one is up into center. Runner will stay at third.
Cannot run on Blanco.
And now that brings back to the top of the order. Alex Hatman, runners on the corners. One gone.
Strike.
Knights down by 4. Caught by Plum North, and are the Knights gonna waste even more base runners?
The first baseman.
Here is a tense Shaz Leathers.
Ball low. No. That's outside. Take your base.
And Shaz Leathers will earn a walk. He'll go back to neutral. So now the bases are loaded again with 2 outs for the second straight inning. And it's Levi Booth this time, and this ball is jacked, heading deep to the track, to the wall. It's out of here! A grand slam for the former Gaucho, and we're knotted up at 4.
Number 17.
Ball inside.
Incredible how effortless, like, both of these teams make it look to just put up a bunch of runs super fast.
As this ball is hit pretty deep in the
That might
left,
be
it's
another.
tracking back at the track, but Hugh is there.
There's that ocean
That Emerald
breeze
Diamond
keeping
wind.
it in.
Yeah, the Emerald Diamond wind is still coming in.
Now batting, the first baseman.
Let's pretend we got 2 of those runs last inning, is what Dan just said.
Strike.
So we're all knotted up at 4 now.
Ball inside. That's outside. Foul ball.
Figure both teams have already batted around
Off the
1.5 times, and we're in the top of the 3rd.
Right side, what a grab by
Ooh.
Shaz Leathers. The air time.
Number 7.
If he's tense there still, I don't know if he pulls off that play. That was a pretty impressive snag.
That's inside.
Fun fact, Dean.
Ball inside.
There's every single team today has scored at least 4 runs,
Except me.
except for the Serpents.
Yep. Well, so yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking is, look, the Knights and the Moonshots have already put up 4 runs in the 2nd inning, and it took, like, the Bombers the whole game to get there.
And we're already going into the bullpen after 2.1 innings. It's Dante Smalls now.
That's up.
What's up, Lasers?
Strike.
I'm the only team who hasn't scored today also.
That one's up the middle. So runners on first and second now, and here is French Pastry.
Number 21.
This one's hit well into right, running though, and making the catch is Booth for the second out.
Now batting, the catcher, number 18.
That's inside. Strike. No, outside.
2 gone, runners on the corners.
Foul.
Girls is already tense.
Strike.
Swing and a miss. He gets rung up there. And we'll head to the bottom of the 3rd. Gibbon, Bates, and Rock back are due up for the Knights.
Now batting, the second baseman, number 2.
North, throw to first. Not in time.
Now batting, the catcher, number 13. Low.
And they catch him stealing. Make the tag, one gone. Here is Vinny Bates. Donatello is tense.
Strike. No.
So am I allowed to ask what matchup you think you would like to see more in the Heroic Conference Finals? The Vikings versus the Knights, or the Vikings versus the Moonshot?
Well, this ball's hit well into left center, but Blanco should get there. I mean, I think, to be honest, all three of these teams are kind of the top. I would say like Knights and Vikings, considering they're both vying for the #1 seed, and how it ended in a walk-off homer in the play-in or in the divisional title game to decide it. Like, that would be an amazing series. As Rock Back gets hit there.
But also, on the other hand, the Vikings versus Moonshots game was quite the fun night. Obviously,
That was one of the worst jumps I have ever seen by Rock Back.
Now batting
We'll head
the
to the
shortstop,
fourth now.
Number 12. That's down.
Also, if the Knights win here, then I only have to do one more game.
Strike.
oh, true. But
Given, throw the first in time, one gone.
please stop.
Chan saying, please stop stealing bases.
Number 3.
There's a-
Yeah, it was a pitch out, but even with that, it was a bad jump.
Well, isn't Bellator like mainly just for defense?
Yeah.
He's
It's,
put
uh,
up some offense
Now
despite his
batting, the right
stats, but
fielder, number 29.
Here's Manny Musgroves.
Strike. No.
Right at the middle. Rock back, throw to first. Not in time. Musgroves beats it out.
Now batting the third baseman.
Here's Kodiak Destroyer.
Rockback's got decent fielding speed and arm.
Runner takes off for second. The throw is not in time.
But Musgroves is pretty dang quick.
They are checking on him again.
I wouldn't be surprised if he stole third.
Strike.
That one up the middle. Rock back makes the stop. Throw to first is in time.
Oh,
Doesn't get Musgroves, but gets his redemption against Destroyer. We'll head to the bottom of the fourth. We Sacred and Hatman due up.
The third baseman.
either way, he saved the run on that play. So even if he didn't make the out, it was still going to be impressive, you know? But it's really nice.
Throw to first in time. Well, a little bit of interesting sort of trivia here for these two teams. In the season 5 postseason, both these teams made early exits by getting swept 0-2. The Moonshots getting swept in, I believe, their
Retrievers.
divisional round, and then the Knights getting swept in the. Well, actually, let's confirm that.
Now batting
The Moonshots
Yeah, it
going
had
out
to
in the
from the
divisional, and the
division.
Knights win out in the wild card.
Strike.
The Moonshots' last win in the postseason came during season 4. That was the last time that they got a win in the postseason. And so, more than anything else on stake tonight is the Moonshots looking for their first postseason win in 2 seasons. They need to do so if they want to head to a game 3 tonight. And he gets swung up there. Hatman caught looking. We'll head to the 5th. Dreams, Crump, and Blanco due up for the Moonshots.
Now batting the first baseman.
Neptune, thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. Yo, I don't know what this latest Microsoft update did, but it made Bing my go-to homepage now, and I'm not a fan of it.
Inside.
Why not? You don't like Bing?
No.
Ball four. Take
What kind of psychopath likes Bing?
Probably 7-year-olds
number 7.
who don't know what Google is.
And runner will take off. Advances to second. Runner scoring position. Runner takes off for third. This time, not in time again. Wreck Dreams now at third. Infield is in.
Ball inside. Ball four. Take your base.
And Crump walks.
Now batting the center.
Does
fielder,
Vinny Bates have a hit
number
this
4.
game yet?
I don't think he does.
Because you gotta think at some point the defensive runs you're allowing isn't worth the extra couple of hits that you're getting with Bates over Smiley.
This ball is jacked deep, but it's going foul. Dante Smalls took a long time there in that before he pitched it as well. And he rings him up there. Dale Blanco
Now batting the
strikes out. Now here's French Pastry.
number 21.
Runner takes out for second. The throw is not in time. Didn't even have to slide. The disrespect.
That's inside.
They didn't even bother to try to tag.
That's up. Strike.
3-1 to Pastry. Right to back. Though the first is in time. Dreams held up at third.
Now batting.
And now here
think
is
that-
0 for 2 Bellator curls.
That might be the first time I've ever seen the runner at third just wait and not get thrown out at home.
It does happen often, but I have seen that happen before. Swing and a miss. He gets rung up, and Bellator Girls is having a no good, very bad, awful evening. That might actually even be his third strikeout with runners in scoring position.
Number 25.
And here is a tense Donnie Bonatello, who, let it be known, has at least made it to the fifth.
That's up. Ball high.
This ball is jacked, heading deep, back to the track. It's out of here. Na 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 na. Hey hey, goodbye to Donnie Bonatello, as that surely will do it for him.
All right. Now pitching. Number
And it will be Sawamura gets the call for the Moonshots, as they at this point are on the track heading to the offseason.
That is quite the stat there, Dan. Shaz has been thrown 11 balls and 1 strike, and the 1 strike was a homer.
left fielder. Number 17.
It has been an interesting day in the SSBL. Runner takes off for a second. The throw by Bellator curls. I mean, at a certain point, can Neville Smiley come in, switch
For
teams, and go in?
Do the Moonshots have a backup catcher at all?
Again, you're...
I'm the color commentator. Yeah, I get it.
So you look it up.
I thought you just like remembered things.
No,
They
nothing
do.
is
They have
remembered.
Wes-
This
they
is
have
all
Wes
smoke
Murphy.
and mirrors. One gone there.
Now batting. The second baseman.
Now here is Andy Gibbon.
Outside.
Runner takes off for third. The throw by Curls is not in time.
They have Wes Murphy, who has very similar stats. A little bit slower, a little bit less arm. But
Outside.
compared to a tense Curls, it might
Take
be
the base.
a decent substitution.
Dan saying, okay, only Booth is allowed to steal bases from now on.
Number 13.
So runners on the corners, and here is 0 for 2 Vinny Bates, defensive
Oh,
catch.
okay. Let's see. He
Vinny
grounds
Bates,
into a
Vinny Bates
double
will come
play.
in for Curls, and then Smiley will come in for the Knights. That's what will happen.
There you go.
Swing and a miss. He gets rung up there. Well, the offensive catcher is 0 for 3, and now here is Rock back.
Number 33.
Runner takes off for a second. The throw is not in time. Curls is losing his edge.
No.
3-0 to Rock back. Finds the zone. Battles back into it. Full count. But loses him. So the bases are loaded. 2 outs. And here is Kenya West. Last time they had the bases loaded, Levi Booth grand slammed. What can the Knights do here?
Now this is another player that's coming from the Gauchos.
And this one is into left center. That one, Nick Hugh actually makes a great stop there.
That was there. That definitely saved a run. It could be 8-4 right now.
Instead, it's 7-4. Runners on the corners, and here is Sacred.
21. Low.
I think this might be my cue.
That one gets through. It was caught stealing. Runner will advance to third. It's 8-4, and I believe that is it for Dean. Thanks for joining me today.
The center. Now pitching. Number 41.
Did you just straight up leave? Are you straight up gone? Oh. Apologies. Right back at it. Dialing attempt. No one is covering first, though, and a runner comes in.
Now batting. The first baseman.
It's now 9-4.
25.
Moochouts cannot get out of this inning.
Follow.
Yeah, Dean literally said that's my cue and just left. Although he's still in the studio, so he might just be talking with Hay for a little bit.
Now batting.
And now here is Levi Booth again with the bases loaded, and you have to think a well-placed swing here will not do it, but it will be a 9-4 game. The 2 strikes that Chaz has seen has gone for 5 bases, Dan
The
saying.
shortstop. Number 12.
9-4 lead, Knights by 5. Moonshots looking like they're heading for an early exit, and will be looking for still be looking for their first postseason win since season 4.
Strike 3.
Swing and a miss. She gets rung up there.
Now batting. The left fielder.
I'll bring up Nick Hugh. I don't know if anyone in the chat wants to join me on the stream.
I'm not dead. I'm not gone just yet.
All right.
It was a false alarm.
I thought you said I'm gonna peace out, and then I didn't hear you respond, so I thought you would just straight up
Now
left.
batting. The right fielder.
No, I said I think this might be my cue to leave. And then I flipped my mic up and went out in the living room.
Strike. That's outside. That's up.
3-1 count. To the right side, gets through. The Moonshots with a little bit of life.
The third baseman.
Dan saying he's a little sus about his bullpen.
What do you mean? You got Dante Smalls. He can pitch another 40.
Dante Smalls 61 pitches. He'll probably be heading out by the end of the 7th.
Inside. Strike.
2-1 count to Destroyer.
Nope. High.
This is high, 3-1. This ball is hit well into
Oh.
left
That's.
at the track and caught by
Oh.
Angeles.
I thought that was out. I
The
thought that was gonna
Pacific
make
win
it.
from Emerald Diamond is
Oh, yeah.
continuing to bluster in here to Swagger Center.
Batting. The left fielder.
Wow, this is wild. We're at 2.5 hours in. Weren't we at 2 hours in and like this point yesterday?
That's outside.
Yeah, yesterday was so fast.
Strike.
Today actually hasn't been that bad. I've casted some long streams.
Yeah. I think me and Puppet did one that went like almost 3 hours, if not a little more.
Strike. Strike.
Gibbon down 0-2 with a runner at first. Check swing. Staying alive here. Dickie Vaughn, by the way, coming in to replace Sawamura. This ball is jacked deep, heading back to the track. It's out of here. And the Knights looking like they're on their way for a Heroic Legends Conference Final matchup as they make it into the double digits in the first game in the conference semifinals to make it into the double digits. Well, the thing that comes to mind for the Moonshots is this is how the world ends, with not a bang but a whimper.
33.
I've scored a total of 5 runs this series. Look at that eye by offensive mastermind Vinny Bates. Jeez. Dan.
Pretty good.
Oh gosh, here's
That was like a
Kenyui's.
simmer joke, you know? Like you read it, and you're like, okay, that was alright. You just get funny here.
Well, Dickie Vaughn can't turn the Dragon special, so runner at second. Here is Dave Sacred. And I mean, this game is not over, Dean, but it is certainly looking like 3 of our conference semifinals will have been sweeps.
We don't know that, man. We don't know that. We saw how fast the Moonshots were able to put up 4 runs at the beginning of the game against Shep Franks. Dante Smalls isn't staying in forever. Granted, I know the Knights have home field advantage, and they just scored another run.
Yeah,
But-
and it's 12-4.
But I would not say it's 100% over just yet.
And Vaughn gets the pull. Here is D. Beltford now. And it looks like they'll get out of this inning. Well, I think the largest comeback we've ever seen was 8-1. So this would be the largest comeback in SSBL history, unless someone else knows of one.
Number 13.
Alright, that's for sure my cue.
Okay, well, thanks to Dean for coming in. That one's into the gap. So if anyone wants to join the stream, hit me up either in stream or on Discord. Love to have you join me.
Now batting. the
Lead off
second baseman.
double.
Now pitching.
And that'll do it for Smalls. Noel Newman will come in.
Strike. Out. No. Strike.
Swing and a miss. He gets rung up there. Newman strikes out the first batter she faces, and now here is Dale Blanco.
Ball inside.
This ball is launched into right, tracking back at the track and off of the top of the wall. Bad move on it by Booth, but it will be a double, and the Moonshots grab 1 back.
Now batting, the designated hitter, number 21.
Strike. That's up. Foul ball.
To the right side. And that'll be a single. And the runner will get gunned down at home.
The catcher,
I didn't call it because I thought it wouldn't do that. And Bellator Curls will get subbed out here. Helga Kane will come in.
That's down.
Bellator Curls, the Moonshots, you can open your eyes. The bad man is gone as the offensive powerhouse Vinny Bates lets that ball through. Defensive catcher too. Dan, just shut up. As we are now into the 7th inning stretch. I want to thank everybody for tuning in to the final day now of conference semifinals action. I am Feist.com the call. Make sure that you are following the official SSBL Twitch as Wes Murphy will come in at catcher. Join us in the Discord for everything SSBL related, all the latest stats, banter, and everything more. You can become a manager. You can find out more by joining the Discord. And player submissions are open for Season 7. You can have your player under the shining lights of an SSBL team. Find out more at the link below. 7-run lead for the Knights, as this is probably the biggest blowout we've seen all postseason. Knights putting an exclamation point on today. And we will have one more game after this. We will have the Bombers at Serpents to decide who moves on. Right side, that drops below Matty Musgroves.
Now back, the left fielder, number 17.
So far, the number 1 and number 2 seeds have moved on from the Heroic and Epic, respectively. Right now, it's looking like the number 2 seed in the Heroic is on their way out, as they are down by 7 here. Right side, caught by Dreams, throw to second in time, throw to first. They turn the Dragon special. We'll head to the top of the 8th, Plum North, and then top of the order due up for the Moonshots, as they are down to their last 6 outs to get 7 runs.
Number 12.
Inside. Strike. Strike. You're out.
Swing and a miss. She gets rung up there.
Now batting, the left
So that'll bring up Nick Hugh.
Strike. Ball high. Strike.
1-2 count to Hugh. Fouled off.
Foul.
Popped up right side. And Gibbon is the one who will make the grab for the second out.
now batting, the right fielder.
I'll bring up Matty Musgroves. Left field. And caught by Angelisa. We'll head to the bottom of the 8th. The Knights are looking to punch their ticket to the Heroic Conference Finals.
Now batting, the second baseman, number 2.
Strike.
That's down.
Strike. Outside. Foul ball.
Popped up right side. And catch mate.
The catcher, number
So here is the offensive powerhouse of Vinny Bates, 0 for 3 with a walk today. Make it 0 for 4 with a walk.
now batting, the shortstop, number 33.
That's up. Foul ball.
1-2 count to rock back.
Ball inside. Strike three.
Swing and a miss. He gets rung up there. And we will head to the top of the 9th.
Now in the game,
Vinny Bates will come out, and here is Neville Smiley now.
Off the plate.
As it's looking like the Moonshots will once again exit the postseason without getting a win. This team did change things up in the offseason as this is hit into center. Caught by Hatman, who's very fast.
now batting,
They did a lot of maneuvering in terms of their players, and they now are significantly younger than they used to be. So they don't really have to do as much of a rebuild.
Ball inside. Strike.
Certainly frustrating for a team that has actually never made it
Take your base.
to a Super Series, I believe.
now batting, the second baseman, number 7.
Strike.
No, they made it to the Super Series in Season 3. But since then, they lost out in the conference finals in season 4, lost out in the divisional round last year. And for the second straight year, it looks like they're going to get swept in the divisional round again.
Now batting, the center fielder.
Last year, the team that, or last season rather, the team that they got swept by ended up, so I believe they lost to the Retrievers. As it throws to first here, and that will do it for the Moonshots this season. Do want to give Pandora a shout out for winning his division. Always a great manager to have in the league, one of the winningest managers in the league. But the Knights end up coming out with the sweep here. 12-5, your final score here from the Swagger Center. The Moonshots made it interesting early, but the Knights were able to recover. Multi-hit games for Hatman, Leathers, Booth, Gibbon, and Sacred. And just not a lot doing offensively for the Moonshots. Bonatello will get the loss. Dante Smalls will get the win. And Noel Newman the save. Your player of the game will be Levi Booth, followed by Shaz Leathers, and then Wreck Dreams. So we already know what the Heroic Conference will look like. It'll be Vikings and Knights, a matchup of Heroic Legends teams. Right now, we've got the High Rollers, who are in for the Epic Conference. Will it be the 1-seed Serpents or the 5-seed Bombers who will face off with them in the conference finals? We'll find out when we come back. Don't go anywhere. You're watching the SSBL right here on Twitch.
falling on the ground. Long day, but we won't back down. One thing playing on our minds. Long wait, but we won't give up now. You crave the love I gave, and we'll do it again. A cold night getting warmer now. The ground shakes as our love gets loud. We are the champions of the night. We are the champions of the night. Yeah. We are the fighting tide, the ones that burn so bright. We are the champions of the night.
Here we go. Of all the games to go to a game 3, of course it was this one. It is Bombers and Serpents. The number 5 seed at the number 1 seed. It'll be Stitch Overly versus Johnny Sins, your pitching matchup.
Number 10.
And we are underway in our only game 3 of the conference semifinals. O'Connell gets a hold of that one, but it's foul. Popped up behind the plate. This time into left, and Apple makes the grab for the first out.
Now batting, the right fielder, number 89.
Well, last season, the Bombers did not make the postseason. The season before, they made it all the way to the Super Series. As that is off of the glove of Morrison, the throw to first will not be in time. Rifleman beats it out.
The left fielder, number 4.
The Serpents lost in the Epic Divisional last season. They're trying to avoid a similar fate this season. Rio counts Tyler Benetti. Finds the zone. And Benetti earns a walk.
Now batting, the third baseman, number 6.
Runner takes off. So it'll be second and third now for Lexi Luther with 2 outs. Popped up, and that'll do it for the Bombers in the top of the first. They threaten but don't score.
Now batting, the right fielder, number
So then now brings up Ron Cox, and we'll get our first look at Johnny Sins. Rounds out to Sanchez.
Now batting, the left fielder, number 15.
Here is Carmel Apple. Popped up left side. And in the end, it will be Benetti who makes the grab.
Now batting, the designated hitter, number 5.
Into center. That'll be the first hit of the game. Pete Zaw is aboard, and now Big Mick Large Huge will come in.
Number 24.
Swing and a miss. He gets rung up there. We're scoreless through one. Sass, Pearson, Bruce due up for the Bombers.
Now batting, the catcher, number 35.
Inside.
So it will be next week the Vikings and Knights facing off.
Ball.
You can count on me in the call for both days, and as well as on Tuesday, you can count on myself and Josh on the call. As whether we have 2 games,
Designated hitter,
all the way up to
number
6
13.
games that day, we will cast all of them.
Ball outside. Hey.
Popped up, left side, that's foul. Up the middle. Runner will advance to second.
Now batting, the center fielder, number 3.
Ball outside. Hey.
This ball is launched deep to center, but at the track and making the catch is DeVar. Runner will tag and head to third. The throw by DeVar will be cut off by Olsen. Sass is in safely.
Now batting, the shortstop, number 9.
This ball is into right. Cox makes the grab, but the first run of the game will score as the runner tags and heads home.
Now batting, the second baseman, number 10.
This one's into left, and that will do it, but the Bombers strike first. DeVar, Olsen, and Henry to lead things off in the bottom of the second.
Now batting, the center fielder, number 9.
Nova. Hey.
And she gets rung up there.
The shortstop, number
Brings up Yeti Olsen. Popped up. Beatrice Tanner makes the catch.
Now batting, the first baseman, number 44.
That'll bring up Carol Henry.
No. Outside.
Tanner throw to first. In time. We'll head to the top of the third. Rifleman Benetti Sanchez due up for the Bombers.
Now batting, the right fielder, number 89. Now
That one
batting,
caught
the left
easily.
fielder, number 4.
Inside. Onside.
So far in their careers in the SSBL, Chicken Sandwich is 13-14 as a manager in the postseason. Dean, the pulverizer, is 22-14.
Baseman, number 6.
Of course, the all-time Bombers and Serpents series is Serpents leading 10-9. So if the Bombers were to win here, they would tie the all-time series in one of the most storied rivalries, the hissing contest, as it's known. Sanchez grounder, they'll just turn one.
first baseman, number 20.
Outside, that's through the gap. Runner will head home. The throw by Carmel Apple will not be in time. It's 2-0 Bombers.
The catcher, number 35.
Bombers working on Overly here, and they will get out of the inning now. Serpents still looking to find a way through. Wall, Morrison, Cox due up.
Now batting, the third baseman, number 11.
Bullet. Hey. Hey.
And he rings him up there.
Now batting, the second baseman, number 17.
Brings up Leon Morrison. Popped up. Tanner. 2 gone.
Now batting, the right fielder, number 37.
Ron Cox with an 0-2. Johnny Sins is locked in, and we will head to the 4th inning now. Bombers with a 2-0 lead. Pearson, Bruce, and Tanner due up.
Now batting, the designated
As a reminder, the winner of this will face the High Rollers. If the Bombers win, it'll be 2 games at Red Rock
now batting,
to start things off, as the Bombers will be the lower seed. Whereas if the Serpents win, they, as the 1 seed, will get chances. That one is into the gap, and the Bombers will go up 3-0 here. And in fact, it'll be a triple for, I believe that was May Bruce.
now batting, the shortstop,
And now here is Beatrice Tranner.
No high. No. Bullet. No. Take it back.
Tanner earns a walk.
now batting, the second baseman.
Here is Billy O'Connell. Overly is tense. Nice dive by Olsen. The throw to first is in time, but the Bombers now have a 4-0 lead.
Now batting, the right fielder, number 89.
Up the middle, runner will come home. The throw by DeVar is not in time. The Bombers are raking it in here in Game 3.
Number 4.
Continuing right where they left off. Finally, the second out is recorded.
Now batting, the third baseman, number 6.
And here is Pablo Sanchez. That's to the right side. Runner will come home. The throw by Cox is to second. It is 6-0 Bombers.
Now batting,
They have put up 4 runs here in the 4th, and now here is Lexi Luther.
Hey, right. Inside. Hey, right.
Left side, and the hits start coming, and they don't stop coming.
now batting, the catcher.
Alyssa Sass now. And that'll do it for Overly. He is rattled. 8 hits, 6 earned runs, 4 walks in 3.2 innings, and tough Beifeng will come in and try to get the Serpents back on track.
Hey, right. Ball high.
Right side, and they will get out of the inning, but not before the Bombers score 4. Well, head to the bottom of the 4th. Serpents have a hole they need to dig out of as the Bombers are looking to make their way to the Epic Conference Finals for the second time in their history.
15.
That one ground out to Tanner.
Now batting, the designated hitter, number 5.
That one's right to Sanchez for the second out.
Catcher, number 24.
Follow. No order. Ball.
3-0 count
Take it back.
and a 4-pitch walk by Sins.
Now batting,
The call a sliding door slightly ajar
number 9.
for the Serpents now.
Here.
Up the middle, and runner will head towards third, and that's not a good idea. McLarge gets gunned down. We'll head to the 5th. Wasted opportunity for the Serpents. The Bombers are looking clean.
Number 13.
Here.
This ball sky deep to center. Shalom Navar there for the first out.
Now batting, the center fielder, number 3.
Right back to
Now
Beifeng.
batting, the shortstop, number 9.
Follow. Here.
Popped up. Carroll Henry makes the grab. We will head to the bottom of the 5th. 6-0 lead for the Bombers.
The shortstop, number 7.
Follow time.
Right back to Sins, though the first in time, one gone.
Now batting, the first baseman, number 44.
Here. On time.
Caught by Bruce for the second out.
Now batting, the third baseman, number
Now here's Miranda Wall against a locked-in Johnny Sins. Right to Tanner, throw to first in time. Another 1-2-3 inning. We'll head to the 6th. O'Connell, Rifleman, Benetti, the top of the order is due up.
Now batting, the second baseman, number 10.
Here. Eli. Outside. Here.
Full count to O'Connell, who's 0 for 3, and he's on base for the first time today.
Now batting, the
Brings up Hamish Rifleman.
number 89.
Here. Follow time.
Fouled off. Swing and a miss. He gets rung up there.
Now batting, the left
Here is Tyler Benetti now, who is looking to replicate what he did in the wild card round, and he finally gets his first hit, I believe, of this series.
Now
Bars on first and second, and now here is Pablo Sanchez.
Follow time. Here.
Right side, that one gets down. That'll be extra bases. No, just be a single. Nice read off of the wall, but it's still 7-0 Bombers.
Now batting, the first baseman.
Now Lexi Luthor.
Number 20.
Inside. Ball it. Right.
3-0 count. Finds the zone. Swing and a miss there. Full count. Up the middle, and it's going to be 8-0 Bombers. Putting on a rout here over the Serpents, the #1 seed in the Epic. And Beifeng will get pulled. BB Strongman will come in.
Low. No.
Well, if this were to hold, the all-time series between these two would be tied at 10.
Here, right.
This one is skied in the right center. That will score one. That will score two. It is 10-0 Bombers. They are cleaning up and taking stock. They do not care that these Serpent players have families. They are rolling through on their way to an epic conference finals appearance for the second time in their history.
Here, right.
Out of the middle, and it just doesn't stop. Runner will not go home this time.
Now batting, the center fielder. Number 3.
Inside.
And they will turn the Dragons special, but the Bombers add 4 more. It is 10-0. Serpents have just 2 hits,
Batting, the second baseman.
and it's looking close to a reverse sweep. One gone.
Now batting, the right fielder. Number 37.
No lie.
Skied up. Caught by O'Connell.
Now batting, the left fielder.
Oh my gosh, it's thumbing true. Oh my gosh, I didn't even realize it. Oh my gosh. Okay, if once this game finishes, someone needs to take that and in the SSBL chat when Dean said that, as that will be beat out there by Apple, and say, well, this aged well.
Number 5.
Oh my gosh, I didn't even think about that.
Here, right. Ball out. Here, right.
Here is Pizza.
Here, I.
Swing and a miss. He gets rung up there. As we head to the top of the 7th, 3 innings away from heading to conference finals.
Now batting, the shortstop. Number 9.
And if the Serpents were to come back, it would be the biggest comeback in the history of the SSBL. So you have to think that the Bombers are well on their way to facing the High Rollers. A rematch of the Season 4 playoffs, as this one is hit well into right tracking, back at the track, at the wall, and off of the top of the wall. It'll be a triple for Beatrice Tanner.
Now batting, the second baseman. Number 10.
Let it go.
That series went to 5 the last time the Bombers and High Rollers faced off. High Rollers won game 1, Bombers won game 2, High Rollers won game 3, and then the Bombers won games 4 and 5, as that is a walk issued there.
Now batting, the right fielder.
So the High Rollers will be looking for revenge against the Bombers. BB Strongman is tense. No outs here in the 7th. This ball is jacked, heading deep to the track, to the wall. Here The Serpents today have scored no runs, and the Bombers are headed to the Epic Conference Finals. That one is through the gap, and it doesn't stop. Dean, if you're still watching, you need to just turn it off. Just turn it off. Nothing good will come from continuing to watch this.
Number 6.
This is an absolute shellacking. All season, the Bombers have struggled a little bit offensively, and they have turned it on and found it here as he gets rung up there.
Now batting, the first
Here in Game 3 of the Epic Divisional, that'll do it for Strawman. Doug Dave will come in for relief. Already the third relief pitcher for the Serpents. Right side off of the glove of Morrison, and when it rains, it pours. It is 14-0.
Now batting, the catcher, number 35.
I mean, at a certain point, there's just nothing else to talk about. They will turn the Dragon special here. As we head to the 7th inning stretch, I want to thank everybody for tuning in to the last day of conference semifinals. I am Fisek on the call. Make sure that you are following the official SSBL Twitch. Join us on the Discord for everything SSBL related, all the stats, statistics, everything that you could ever want. And finally, player submissions are open, so be sure to get those in for the Season 7 drafts.
Now batting, the center fielder.
That one skied out to center.
9.
Here is Shalon Devar. Into right, caught by Rifleman.
Now batting, the shortstop, number 7.
This one is hit well into left, but that is foul. Yeah, Pandora. We were talking about that. What's up, Puppet? Yeah, welcome back. So, things have happened. The Bombers are putting on a route. Pandora, I don't know everything that you're going through, but as someone who also got swept in the divisional, I know I'm in good company. Here is a locked-in Trenton Pearson, 3 for 4. Caught by Devar.
Now batting,
May Bruce now.
center fielder, number 3.
Puppet, here's the thing. If you keep on trying to be a dean and brag about your team, we're just going to bring up that you tanked a postseason play-in game and game 14 against the Gauchos. Like, you will never live that down. As long as you continue to brag about that, you will never live it down. And he gets rung up there. You tanked to help the Lumberjacks. Well, look what good it did them. They still lost to the Knights. Rio. And Tanner earns a walk. What are the odds, do you think, Puppet, that you have
Baseman, number 10.
to get a number 1 pick? Because I can tell you what your odds are. Runner takes off for a second. That's a walk.
Now batting, the right fielder, number 89.
That one gets through the gap, and the runner's gonna come home. The throw by Cox is in time. Something goes right for the Serpents. They're still down 14-0.
Now batting, the first baseman.
So you have a 10 and I believe 124 chance of getting the number 1 pick. So actually about an 8% chance.
Now batting,
Let's see. Oh. Wait a second. Oh, that's right. You had the retrievers and the walkers. Okay, in that case, 96, 106, 120, 128.
now batting, the second baseman, number 17.
You, my sir, have a 14% chance of getting the number 1 pick, actually. I forgot that you have retrievers and walkers. That one's caught by Luther for the second out.
Now batting,
Now I'll bring up Ron Cox 0 for 3.
number 37.
That one right to Tanner, throw to first in time. We will head to the 9th. And at this point, it's just, I mean, it's just going through the motions. There'll be Bombers High Rollers, your matchup. Doug Day, throw to first in time.
Now batting, the third baseman, number 6.
Ball high. Outside.
3-0 count to Sanchez. And he earns a walk. The misery is not yet over.
Baseman, number 20.
That one gets through. And the last season, the heroic started off first, so it'll be the epic that starts off first. Runner heads to third.
Now batting, the designated hitter, number 13.
And that one's caught, so into the 9th. Unless the Serpents can put up 14 runs, this game is over.
Now batting, the left.
If you want to give a congrats to Dean for getting the number 1 seed. Unfortunately, the title gets cut short, but the Serpents are still one of the winningest franchises in the league.
Now batting, the designated hitter, number.
They move to the 3rd overall winning record. This one is skied left. Does that have a chance? No, caught by Benetti for the first out.
Now batting, the catcher, number 24.
The Bombers have now survived 2 games 3s this postseason. Sure has not helped the heart rate of Chicken Sandwich. Into right, caught by Rifleman, 2 gone. This also means that we will not have the partner bowl. Hay will not be able to face Dean The household will be able to support the Vikings all the way through now. That one gets through.
Now batting, the shortstop, number 7.
Outside.
Yeah, that is true, Pandora. Although I had the Moonshots, Lumberjacks, and Ball players, so mine all got out relatively early as the runner will head home. And the Serpents, they may lose it all, but they will not get shut out. They have now scored between the 2 games today 1 run, as that will do it for Johnny Sins. He nearly gets the complete game shutout. And unless Lucy Fryshack makes the most enigmatic appearance of her life, this game is over. A walk for Henry. Bases are loaded. Here is a tense 0 for 3 Veranda Wall.
Number 11.
Puppet saying should have traded Jed French SMH. Tanner throw to first in time, and that will do it. The Bombers are headed to the epic conference finals. They absolutely demolished the Serpents on day 2, winning 4-0, and then furthering that with a 14-1 win here. Every single season has been won by a new manager except for the Serpents in season 3. Johnny Sins gives up 7 hits and an earned run in 8.2 innings. Player of the game will be Rifleman, Luther, and Johnny Sins. Well, that will do it for us here in the conference semifinals. Next week, it'll be myself on the call for day 1s and 2. It will only be 2 days next week. And Josh will be joining me for day 2. We'll have to see who's joining me for day 1. It'll probably end up being squared. But we will have the first kicking off with the Bombers at High Rollers and Knights at Vikings, and then we'll do it again. And then on day 2, it'll be the Vikings at Knights, High Rollers at Bombers. And that is a best of 5 series. We will see what happens there. But as of right now, the only team that can repeat as Super Series champions are the Knights. And they've got a date with the Vikings. Everyone else, this would be their first Super Series. But that will be it for us here at the SSBL. I want to thank Dean for joining me. I want to thank you all for tuning in. And until next time, keep on rigging, everybody.